What is it with you and this obsession with this varsity crap? Crap.
People come to us because we don't sell them on anything.
They can't refuse because of the implication.
You wonder ever you're a bad man?
World needs bad men. We keep the other bad men from the door.
Some things are a matter of doing.
The world's greatest radio show in Tennessee.
That doesn't sound right, but I don't know enough to dispute.
And I was about to take advice from a clown who dives headfirst into the shallow end of the pool.
It's Talk Sports with John Reed and Cody McClure.
If it is to be said, so it be. So it is. So it is.
It's a Tennessee thing.
Well, I'm holding on.
Back in the booth, back on the airwaves, coming at you live from the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. John Reed, Cody McClure, I hope. We got Sam Beard, and we got Jackson Freeman, a.k.a. Big Stack Jack, a.k.a. MAGA Jackson, as we kick off this Friday edition of Talk Sports. It's a beautiful, little bit of chill in the air type of Friday morning. We got a really fun weekend ahead of us with Tennessee sports, I believe. Getting to test yourself on the baseball diamond against UCLA today. A big home game against Alabama in basketball. We'll talk to you about it. Cody, how are you today?
Good, John. Good to be here. Good to be anywhere.
My delivery man is here. What's up?
Oh, what's
going on?
That's why I'm running behind. I had to go get that breakfast there.
Yeah.
You know how it is.
Yeah.
How's it going? How's everybody doing?
Hey, man. Good morning.
Good to be here. Good to be anywhere. No Bubba, huh?
No Bubba. I told Bubba he could take it
rocks.
easy. I about said kick rocks, but no, I didn't tell Bubba that. I just said, hey, Jackson wants to get another rep behind the board as he continues his training. I said, there ain't no need in you having to come in. He told me yesterday after the show he still felt sick. I said, you know what? You just stay home, brother.
Yeah, he looked sick. Sick in the head. Well, Sam's here. Good to see Sam. Kind of weird that he's over there instead of right there. Normally I stare him right in the eyes. Now I have to look at an angle. But I do see my good friend Jackson. Good to be here.
Oh,
Good
Big Stack Jack, as we call him.
I miss when him and the other Jack would be on the show together, or maybe Jack Pianta would miss a day, and you could say, Jack's on, Jack's off, because the other Jack was off for the day. But this Jack always on. Jack's on. So, yeah, howdy. How you doing?
This guy's coming in guns blazing, folks. He's ready to go. He's fired up. Sam, what's up, man? How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Not a whole lot to report from me. Been trying to sell my old golf clubs.
Okay.
And I keep like getting interest, and then nobody wants to end up buying them. They're just playing with my heart a little bit.
Do your golf clubs suck?
No, they don't suck. I mean, they're a little bit older, but like for someone who would be looking for like a good set of irons that doesn't want to like break the bank, I feel like it'd be a pretty good deal.
How much you charging here?
$350.
Oof, that feels high. I mean, I don't know what they are. I once bought some irons right around COVID, whenever I was going to try to learn how to play golf. And I'm left-handed, so I think those are a little bit harder to find. And the guy was a listener, but he sold me his irons for $100. His irons and a putter. So man, whenever you tell me $350, I'm like, oh God! But maybe
I bought them originally for like $800.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe that's normal. Maybe you got nice clubs. I don't think the ones I bought were super nice or anything.
But maybe I should just dock it another $100 and just kind of cut my losses and just take a profit while I can.
If you're just trying,
I
trying
got
to
new
get rid of
clubs
them
already. So
yeah,
it's not like I'm life or death for those things.
and it's not like you have kids you can pass them down to anytime soon. And I imagine, I mean, you're over 6 foot, which I imagine kind of shrinks the pool of candidates. Are they longer than the standard clubs?
They're standard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just hunching over them.
Okay.
About 350. 350. So are they Titleist or what's the brand?
Mizuno.
Okay, but they are all the same suit, right?
Yeah.
And it comes with all of them?
Mm-hmm.
Comes with a driver?
Nope, just iron set, 4-through pitching wedge. If anyone wants them, let me know.
Has anybody made you an offer? I'm like, 350s just ain't cutting it. I'll give you 2 for them.
Yeah, I kind of want to get 250 for them.
Sure.
And I've gotten a couple 2 offers, and I've sent them back 250, and then I've gotten no answers.
Yeah.
They come with the bag?
So maybe I'm just a bad negotiator. I do have a bag. I have an old bag. I'd probably throw it in there if they want it.
Yeah. What's the bag say on it?
Ping.
Ping.
Bing.
Ping. Does it come with any of the furry heads for the clubs?
No, but I can get you some if you want that.
What about a glove?
Are you wanting to buy these from him?
Does it come with a golf towel or glove?
I can arrange.
Can you throw in a bag of tees?
Yep.
Okay. Throw in a bag of tees and maybe a couple of scorecards.
What's your offer?
I'll trade you a Yeti cooler.
If anybody,
Honestly,
it's worth $300.
I probably would take that.
It's basically brand new, but it's about the same value if we're being honest. It was new. It would have been $300, and I've used it 10 times. So it's probably close to value.
I would take that trade.
Yeah, I mean, I'd consider it.
I don't actually know if I want to.
Okay,
because I have golf clubs, but mine are like I have a set, but I'm missing like a 6 and an 8, and they're mismatched, and they're like I just play with what I have, but I'm not good enough to really need a real set of clubs.
Yeah,
I know for a long shot you need a driver. Middle of the way you need a wood, and then a putter. Mine are not good. I mean, but I don't play very often. I do want to play. I've been thinking about playing so much lately. I don't know if you've looked at the weather next week.
You said you've been playing a lot lately?
No, I've been thinking about playing a lot lately.
Playing.
The weather next week is in the 70s.
Yeah.
All week. 70s. Like next Friday is going to be 77 degrees.
Well,
do you want to go, Cody?
I would like to go play golf, yes.
Yeah, I was thinking about getting into it because I've been watching a lot of golf, and I just see so many things. Like, it's tough because I think I could be pretty good at it once I, hone my swing in. But, like, already I'm watching – like, yesterday I was watching Brooks Koepka, and I was like, dude, this guy's missing so many putts that I would just go out there and make. Like, how is he missing those? And I'm just like, I feel like I'm wasting some potential here because, I mean, he's a pro.
I think you equate your PGA Tour 2K25 skills to like Brooks on the actual green.
No, yesterday, I don't know if you watched the guy yesterday, but like on hole 16, they're like, he's got to combine his whole round. 16, he had been through 16 holes. His combined makes on those 16 holes were from 60 feet.
That's pretty bad. And
that was with a 37-footer. He sunk a 37-foot birdie. And even with that, he was only up to like 62 feet through 16 holes. Like, he was missing so many short putts, and I do think at least one of those, Sam. I wouldn't have made the 37-footer, but I do think that I would have made one of those that he missed. He missed so many like 6 to 8 footers. I think I would have made at least one. The only round of golf I've ever played, and I say play loosely because it was with your friends, like a scramble, select shot or whatever. So I wasn't really ever hitting any shots. If like 3 of them hit out of bounds, they'd be like, hey, I need you just to hit it like 80 yards down the middle. And I'm like, cool. It won't get in the air, but I'll smack it. I did make like a 10-foot putt for the win. 3 teammates missed it. I stepped up and drained it.
Good feeling.
Yeah, not to brag. They had missed it, and I stepped up and drained it and saved the team. I think I lied. I don't think that they 3 had missed it. I think they made me go first because they wanted me to get the line. Now that I think about it, they always made me go first in putts. That way they saw how it broke. But I sunk
Joke's
it.
on them. They thought they were going to get a read from you, and you just stole their glory.
Well, they got a read. John Reed. A boom on hole 17 as the other group had closed within 1 stroke. It was a big shot. I had to make it, and I made it. So, like, yeah, I mean, like, I'm not saying I can make all the putts the pros make, but I'm just saying, watching Brooks Koepka yesterday, I was like, man, I could make at least a couple of these.
You thought about becoming a caddy, maybe? Johnny Reeds?
I did in high school. I had a friend, my good friend, she golfed a lot, and I'd go out there and caddy for him sometimes.
Is there a weight limit for being a caddy?
I mean, you gotta be able to walk.
Carry the bag and walk.
Is it like a horse jockey?
Ways.
No, you got to be able to walk. So I mean, like, as long as you can,
anybody can walk.
Make it 18. Make it 18 while holding the bags.
Kevin Kisner's caddy used to be a big old boy.
Yeah,
and he probably got smaller walking all those greens.
My stepdad used to caddy on the tour.
Yeah,
mm-hmm. Right after
your stepdad
college.
was a very interesting man.
Oh,
yeah,
he was also in a Dos Equis commercial.
He was not, but yeah, he has a great story. He right out of college, he had his first ever job, like where he worked for someone. It was negotiated in his contract. He had a golf trip with his buddies.
Okay,
his thing was like, I'll work for respect my golf trip.
Sure,
it's an annual thing they go on. So that trip comes up. His boss says, "Hey, need you to work this week. Sorry." So he was eating them. He had just gotten Wendy's cheeseburger. He opened like all the ketchup packets and poured all over the cheeseburger, threw it at his desk, walked out, called him words I can't repeat.
Sure.
He said he called up his buddy who's a golfer on the tour and asked if he needed a caddy.
All right.
He just couldn't keep going on the American way. Huh?
How long did he do it? Just a couple tournaments, or was this like a couple years?
No, this was years.
Yeah.
Because he graduated late 90s and started his business late 2000s. So there was a good maybe 10 years.
Okay.
He said, take this job and shove it.
Yeah. That's a PG way of saying it. Yeah.
I ain't working here no more.
Now, Sam, I was fine with just being the mindless guy, just carrying the bags and getting out there. But then, like, when I looked into it, you actually had to know a lot about golf to be a caddy. I was like, I'm not going to be able to give any advice. But I kind of wish, that would have been something fun. I mean, it's kind of a coach.
I would say I
probably
probably
have to be able to swing it to do it yourself. You just got to be like, hey, this is 180 yards, man. I think you should hit your 4-iron here.
You wanted to stop at washing balls. You didn't know you're going to have to do all this golf stuff.
I probably should have clarified. He was like he played scholarship golf at Tennessee, so he wasn't.
So he knew
like
a little bit.
Yeah, he wasn't just like a Joe Schmo.
Hey,
like he was.
Let me carry your bag for you,
Sam. You got a ball washer you can throw in with those clubs. Those things are nice. You ever use one of those? You put your ball up and it just
my two hands
scrubs all the dirt off of it. They actually have ball washers. I don't know if you've ever seen them. That's what they are.
That'd be kind of hard to include in his sale.
Yeah, I mean,
are those just like at the course?
Yeah, normally they're like in the ground.
Yeah, normally you don't just have your own portable ball washer. I don't think.
Put in a cup of water.
Yeah, you can just
I mean, you could, but
pour some water in a towel and rub the ball around in there.
Sure,
it's not that hard.
Good old spit and shine.
But that thing that spins and brushes is cool.
It's a little more fun, yeah.
It's cool. Could you throw in a set of golf balls? Like 4
I'll give you a sleeve, 3.
Are you going to throw in some ice and some drinks in your cooler? Hell,
I might. Yeah.
At this point,
we haven't negotiated that.
You're going to make him buy you 18 to play 18 holes with them.
Maybe a
cart fee too, Sam. Can you pick up the cart fee?
Yeah, maybe some shoes.
Can you rub my back afterwards?
Golf shoes.
I'll stop at golf shoes.
I used to have a pair of golf shoes.
I've got a pair for the one time I played. 2 pair a friend gave them to me, and now they're just taking up space in my closet. But I can't bring myself to throw them away because I'm like, what if I need to go golf? I'm like, I don't golf, but I can't bring myself to throw the shoes away.
You could throw them into this 3-way trade deal.
What am I getting out of this?
I don't know. What do you want?
Picks to be announced later?
Yeah, what do you want?
What I really want right now, what I've been thinking about for the last 12 hours is I wish I had
Egg McMuffin.
I wish I had a gun and a time machine to go back in time to stop the schmohawk Kevin Williamson from ruining my movie franchise. I went to see the Scream movies last night. I love the Scream movies. You know that about me. 7, whack. Very disappointing. And I know what you're saying, like, hey, it's 7. It's the 7th movie of a horror franchise. Yeah, you're right. But the first 6, all of them pretty good. 3 had its problems, but the other 5 pretty good. This one stunk. I was sad.
Is Scream one of the only original horror franchise they haven't tried to like reboot yet.
Well, they did sort of
Okay.
kind of reboot it. They called it a requel, Jackson, if you want to get into it, but they still brought some of the original cast back and kind of continued the story. So it wasn't a reboot, but it was like they're trying to tell a new story of two other sisters. But then she said free Palestine, so they scrapped that and the studio fired her. And then Jenna Ortega, who's a really big star, was like, well, if you're firing her, I'm not coming back either. So then they scrambled to do the seventh one and tried to take it back to the original girl, Sydney, Nev Campbell, and was like, we're going to go all about your story and how you're a mother now. And bad sign when like a year out from the movie, it's like, hey, we had to do an extensive rewrite, an extensive script rewrite. That should have been a sign that it was going to suck. And I knew deep down in my heart it probably was, but it was even worse than I imagined. I was pretty bummed about that. Plus, when I went to the movies, I had to do the 4DX seats. You guys ever done those where it's a damn roller coaster? Huh?
Didn't like it?
No, I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all.
I thought you were telling me a day or two ago that those were exciting. That was like
I said I was excited to try it.
Oh,
I was excited to try it.
You hadn't done it before?
No, I had never done it before. I was excited to try it,
well,
but I am not going to do it ever again.
What did they do to you? Was it like being tortured?
No, it was just like being on a roller coaster. Like one of the, like if you ever rode Dollywood Thunder Road. I mean, it was kind of like that.
It was like being on a roller coaster without the excitement.
Someone starts running up the stairs, starts shaking like you're running. Like, I mean, like whenever somebody jumps out to scare you, it shook you. Like, I didn't like that.
What if you're taking a drink?
There was a bit of a problem because, like, what the hell? I mean, the drinks were okay, but like, I was like the popcorn, and I just have to hold it the whole time. I can't set the floor underneath because it got you raised up and your feet up. So that was a little annoying. When somebody got stabbed, they did shoot some mist out of the air, like water. You got water on you as if it was blood droplets.
Oh,
that was kind of cool. But no, it was. I didn't like it. The seats weren't comfortable. Won't do that again. And they called it a fan event. It wasn't a fan event. The fan event was that they had like one like behind the scenes interview like 3 minutes before the movie, or like 8 minutes before the movie. They played like a 2-minute interview, and then they played some like weird music video. I guess some band made the soundtrack to the movie, and they had some weird music video for 5 minutes, and then that was it. I was like, what? How the hell is this a fan event? They did give me a poster that I'm not gonna do anything with. Hey, this signifies the death. This signifies the death of my favorite movie franchise. I'm gonna put this up in a frame.
He looks pretty excited with the movie poster.
I was excited just because, again, I like these movies. The first one, I watched it when I was like 7 years old.
Of the fan club.
Yeah, I'm a part of the fan club. I got a Ghostface tattoo. Like, I'm there. But now I'm gonna have to get it burned off, Jackson, because the seventh one was that bad.
Well, I understand how you feel. I'll be that same way in May when Star Wars makes its theatrical return and it just crashes and burns like it will.
Now, has it not already crashed and burned with like the Rise of Skywalker? I thought everybody hated the Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, well, the theatrical stuff has been crashed and burned, but they're making probably a couple years too late. They waited a little too long to capitalize
the Baby Yoda
on the
thing.
Mandalorian and Grogu.
Yeah, that's too late. Cody came in with like a damn Baby Yoda shirt.
Yeah, I got a Baby Yoda shirt too, Jackson. I can throw this in if we want to make it a 4-way deal. I could sell you that Baby Yoda shirt.
You could maybe wear it as a nightgown.
Right, or a dress, however you want to do it.
Tie a belt around it probably would be a pretty good outfit to go into.
Had they released this movie 2 years ago, I think it would have been awesome. But I'm just, I really feel the same way with Star Wars as you seem to do about Scream. This is a franchise I grew up with that they've just destroyed.
Well, the way you feel about Star Wars and the way he feels about Scream, that's how I feel about Wordle. And I've completed today's Wordle challenge.
That's good. I'm glad I at least
don't get any ideas.
That's good.
Don't get any ideas thinking you're going to
How about that, Jackson?
Spoil Wordle.
We've Pavlov dog Cody into at least taking care of it before the show starts. That way he won't be distracted during the show.
Well, I'll just be doing
that's improvement.
puzzles.
I mean,
there
was a time you got mad at him on air.
But that's true.
Oh, that's shocking.
I need to go through let me go through and do the connections right quick and get the answers to that so I can get those for you.
I've already done them all. It's
good.
You're too late.
Love it.
And I don't do them during the show. Very rarely do I do them during
used
the show.
to.
Unless I'm
he does them during the show.
No, I don't. Ask Sam. Because every day I'm sitting there with Sam in the office, and that's the thing I do right after the show every single day.
Now, if you're going to talk about the last 2 months, okay, maybe. But like
the only
to
time
say
I
you never doing the show is just a flat out
Well, I
lie.
didn't say I've never done them. I said I never do them.
Right.
Unless I'm just
Which is a flat out lie.
No, it's two different things.
No.
To say I never do them is different than saying I've never done them.
Not really.
It is.
It just depends on what our time frame is between present and past. And in my present, it's the last 2 years. So you do them.
Very rarely. The only time is unless I'm just like really bored, you know. That's the only time I do it during the show. So I'm really bored.
Jackson,
rare.
Send us to break. We'll come back. We'll talk some sports. Stick with us right here on Fan Run Radio.
Big Orange Country's home for sports. This is Fan Run Radio.
What kind of day is it? It's a White Claw day. Grab a pack, grab your friends. Everything else in life can wait. Your friends shouldn't. Let's go. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Welcome to Axle Logistics, where excellence isn't just a goal, it's an energy. As a leading third-party logistics company, Axle is powered by an award-winning culture built on a work hard, play hard mentality. Here, the drive for success is contagious and hard work never goes unnoticed. Whether you're just starting out or looking to level up, Axle Logistics is the place to launch your career. Join us and take your ambition to the stars. To learn more, visit axlelogistics.com.
Hey, Vols fans, Cody Brown here. I grew up right here in Tennessee and know what it means when someone says, I've got your back. That's why you can trust Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Whether it's your home, your vehicle, your family's future, or the business you built from the ground up, we will show up for all of your insurance needs. We are Tennesseans who understand what matters, which is doing right by you. Insurance is not all about just paperwork and policies, but it's about the people we insure every day. So if you want insurance that hits home, give me a call at 865-992-3871. Go Vols.
Located in Knoxville's historic Old City, Barley's offers great food, live music, the best draft beer selection in town, and now your new favorite place to watch sports. Their indoor projector is perfect for any weather, and they've revamped their upstairs area with more TVs to take in all of the action. Their menu features hand-battered chicken tenders, juicy burgers, fresh salads, and the tastiest pizza in Knoxville. You can enjoy their happy hour drink specials daily from open until 6 p.m. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
Are you ready for the start of a new season? Maybe looking for your team to go on a tournament run? Get game day ready with Crumble. Head on over to your nearest location and pick up 12 pre-selected cookies plus exclusive toppers. When you're looking for dessert options, there's no question about who you should call on. Our listeners already know. Last year, the Dubai chocolate was a home run, along with the brownie batter. Oreo crumb was another crowd favorite. What new flavor will set the standard this season? If you're in the Knoxville area, there are 3 locations ready to serve you: Clinton Highway, Parkside Drive, and Maryville. Download the Crumble app to build your best lineup and vote on the best combos. You can even put your bid in to request a new flavor. Order in the app and slide on over to your nearest location. Tell them Fan Run sent you, and as always, it's for the fans, by the fans. Don't miss the cookies.
Fan Run Radio, where Big Orange Country comes to talk sports. Start your morning off with your daily dose of talk sports with John Reed and Cody McClure from 8 to 11. Then it's Tony Basilio from 11 to 1. The Playbook with William Pattison from 1 to 3. And The Drive from 3 to 6. It's 10 hours of hard-hitting local sports radio every day, right here on the flagship station for Tennessee fans. This is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
Around the country, number 13 Michigan State win the Mackey Arena and stunned Purdue 76-74, snapping a drought that stretched all the way back to 2014. Braden Smith still made history for the Boilermakers, becoming just the 5th Division I player ever to eclipse 1,000 career assists. President Donald Trump will host dozens of sports leaders and celebrities at the White House on March 6th for a roundtable focused on the future of college athletics, with commissioners, administrators, and major sports figures expected to attend. Charlotte Hornets rookie Con Knueppel set the NBA rookie record for made threes, drilling his 207th triple Thursday night against the Pacers to break Keegan Murray's mark. He finished with 28 points in the win.
Kicking in the front seat, sitting in the back seat. Gotta make my mind up. Which seat can I take? It's Friday, Friday.
Oh, it's Friday. We're going to party, and yeah. Partying, yeah. Well, fun's over, I guess. Checking in on the freaks over on YouTube. Somebody take John to a really nice course and humble his ass on the greens, writes in Brady. Well, bring it on. Bring it on, Brady. Take me to a really nice course.
And humble his ass.
Yeah, let's go. I'm just saying I'll output Brooks Koepka, who sucks now. I don't hear the Brooks bros talking about him anymore. That's it. David writes in, just 2 weeks till the Lady Vols basketball season is over. Shout out to intern Andrew, my boy. What's up, Andrew? He texted me while I was in the movie. My phone was blowing up. I feel like I need to check the driver's seat, ignore the buzz, and keep the eyes on the street. You know what I mean? Like, because my phone just kept
going
off.
Back. Just stay alert.
Well, yeah, I didn't text back because I was in the movie. But
we should do a remake of that song.
Vols 1085 called me. Then you get one of those spam calls. Then I look at my phone. I got a text from intern Andrew. All in like a 10-minute span while I'm trying to watch this damn movie.
Andrew.
Yeah, my boy.
Why was he texting?
Well, he texted me and gave me my props. He gave me my flowers. He is my boy, and I've had this theory for the last couple of years, and I forgot to go in with it, but he didn't. And he texted me and said, "Shout out to you and your theory about women's basketball on senior days."
What's the theory?
Just that the senior days festivities distract the ladies, especially in the first half. They come out flat.
Oh, yeah.
And he said that he hammered Tennessee first half against LSU, plus 9.5. And Tennessee was winning after one quarter. They were only down 1 at halftime. So he said, "Thanks, John. Cha-ching. Good stuff, man." And then I get out of the movie, and I checked the score of the game, and it's 89-73. And I said, "Well, I hope you didn't take the whole game, because LSU figured it out." And guess what, Jackson? The Lady Vols lost again.
Yeah, I about had my fill of the Lady Vols. I ain't watching anymore.
It's kind of a train wreck now where you can't turn away. We got to ride this thing out and see just how low can we go.
I don't feel that way. I don't like watching them. I liked watching to see if they'd turn it around, but now that they're just basking in negativity, I have trouble.
What do you think Kim Mulkey said to Kim Caldwell for like a minute and a half, eating her ear post-game or pregame?
Probably
get your walking papers ready, bitch.
No, Kim Mulkey's actually kind of nice, I think.
Something like that is probably what she said.
No. She told her to keep her head up.
I hire you as an assistant on my staff.
No, she was being sweet.
I bet you know you're going to have to wear some feathers like me. You see that exchange with Holly Rowe? Holly Rowe said, "I'm sorry, I'm just having trouble taking you seriously right now." And Kim Mulkey said, "Ah!" She just laughed and walked away.
Last night?
Yeah.
No, I didn't see that. I was watching a movie.
It was a funny exchange.
A very bad movie.
You should watch the interview. Holly Rowe was just trying to make a little joke. She's like, I hear what you're saying about the foul shooting, but it's just hard for me to take you serious with all these feathers.
Was she wearing something stupid last night?
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
Yes.
It didn't look like it in the one clip I saw. I did see the clip of her dapping up the coaches and looking like the Key and Peele sketch where she gets to the black man and all of a sudden gives him a cool dap up. She shakes the hands of all the white people and gets to the black coach. Like, "What's up, my dog?"
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I did see that.
That's Kim for you. At least LSU's got them a real Kim coaching them,
Okay, when you said feathers, that's not what I had him picturing, but I understand why you're calling them feathers.
That's what Holly Rowe called them.
Yeah. I understand why you're calling them feathers, but that's not what I had in mind. I was picturing like a big peacock outfit. This is nothing compared to my boy Allen on Traders. Now, the Traders finale, that didn't let me down. The Traders season finale, that was good. So not all was lost, but my boy Allen eats her up when it comes to the outfits. This is nothing compared to him.
Some lady off Etsy in her basement in Baton Rouge is just making a killing off of Kim Mulkey.
You might be right. And maybe at this point, Kim's just got her on retainer.
She's got her own personal studio.
Yeah, like she might be like, "Hey, you come here, and if you need any of these arts and crafts, you just let us know. We'll find you what you need." But I would imagine Kim Mulkey actually was pretty supportive of Kim Caldwell. If you remember last year, she got her a gift for a pregnancy and had that. Like the one time that Kim Mulkey actually seemed like nice and normal when she was like defending her and saying, "Hey, Pat Summitt told me that I can be a mom and coach, and I wanted to pass it on to Kim and give her that same support. It's like, hey, you can do this." So I'd imagine they have at least a pretty cordial relationship, and Kim's probably telling her like, "Hey, stay with it." Or like, hey, your girls are rotten. Your girls are not good. You need to get some real girls in there that can play your style. Yada, yada, yada.
Well, she's going to offer her a job to be an assistant coach.
Hell yeah, she might, I guess. Like, hey, you can come work for me anytime.
Yeah, be good for her.
If you need to come to my camp and learn how to draw up some plays, go for it.
Yeah, learn how to coach. That'd be good.
Now, I will say, just kind of perusing the rest of these, I hope Andrew didn't take all the first halves across the board because it didn't work out perfectly by any means.
Yeah, well, nothing's ever perfect.
Yeah, that is true.
I mean,
take Scream 7, for example.
Right. Yeah, you're bound to, you win some, you lose some. Sometimes you lose.
Hank writes in that he did enjoy the leak for the new Scary Movie. That was good. The little Scary Movie trailer, that was good for the new Wayans Brothers movie. That was good. I don't know if that's going to be actually any good, but we'll see. It was nice seeing those guys back too. They also got done dirty by the studio. Not for saying Free Palestine, but for other reasons. So I'm glad they're getting their check in 2026. 2-8 though in the last 10 games. That's just your most recent streak of Tennessee in historic territory. They had never lost 7 of the last 9, which means they've never lost 8 of their last 10. But it's brutal. 5 in a row. The only blessing, Cody, is that they brought in Kelly Harper. Let her come in and give the Lady Vols at least a win, or else this losing streak would be even longer.
Yeah.
Thanks for her for coming in and losing 98-53. Otherwise, it'd be really gross around here.
Well, that really shows you the state of this program. I mean, the last 2 coaches, I mean, that's what you're dealing with.
Yeah, it's bad. We'll see that they do have a chance to beat a top 5 team in Vanderbilt, or they have a chance to do like the football team did and, turn their senior day into a really embarrassing day, getting blown out by Vanderbilt. Like, we'll see how they respond, but they're kind of, that game feels a lot bigger than it should when you look at this losing.
They're not going to respond.
That they're doing.
Where do you guys sit on?
I don't go to the games.
No.
I'm courtside.
A little ahead of me there, John. Where do you guys sit on Caldwell's future? Because I can't get a read on y'all. The playbook's mentality on it might be a little different.
Publix cashier.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
So not different.
Yeah. Cutting hair. Great clips. Something like that.
I think she's going to get another year. Do I think that's going to be successful? Probably not. Because I feel like in today's college landscape, and this is across all sports, so don't be like, oh my God, Lady Vols talk. This is more than Lady Vols. Trust me, I'll make it bigger. Just relax. Give me some time.
That's what she said.
I'll make it bigger. The solution in today's college landscape is to throw more money at your problem, right? Like in football and basketball, hey, let's not fire the coach. Let's throw more money at the roster is typically the solution.
We done tried that.
It doesn't really work out, as you saw with Billy Napier in Florida. That was their solution with Brian Kelly at LSU. Hey, instead of firing him, let's just throw more money. I don't see how Kim Caldwell or the Lady Vol program can go to Danny and be like, hey, we need more money. If anything, it'd be like, hey, this money's going to dry up a little bit. You're going to have to win to prove me that this investment's worth it. Why would I give you money? Hell, I need to give it to Karen Weekly. They're making the program, they're making the school, they're making the university, they're making the city proud.
Just take it away from baseball like you did last time. That's what I'd be telling him.
Well, baseball is going to be in an interesting position this weekend, too, because, Josh Elander is taking his boys out to Texas, and, today they're playing against a really good UCLA team. They need a win because they're in the same position as the Lady Vols are a little bit of like, hey, this is cool. We'll give you money, but, man, we need results. And the baseball program gets a lot of money poured into it. You can't justify that if the baseball program slips to the point where they're just another program. The Lady Vols are just another program, but we know here in Knoxville there is such a reverence for Pat Summitt and her legacy. Like you owe it to try to make it good, to try to make it successful, to try to get it back. But at the same time, you also just can't let it take away from your other sports. You can't
throw a bunch of money at Tennessee. I'd be interested if there was a women basketball writer or if somebody's ran the numbers.
Maria Cornelius.
I would imagine that Tennessee's women's basketball program is in the top 10 in spending. I would imagine it's in the top 5.
They were number 2 last year, from what I heard.
Is that right?
That's what I heard. I don't remember where I heard it.
Okay.
Or if it's completely factual.
Okay, so give or take a couple spots, maybe number 2 in the SEC, whatever. Point being, I think they're a top 10 team in terms of investment, and they're going to be, an 8 seed, a 9 seed?
Yeah, it ain't good enough.
No, it's not.
It just ain't.
But like I said, the baseball program is going to be in a similar position because Danny White said they were top 3 in spending. Whenever he talked about all the resources they've thrown at the school, or the school has thrown at the team, whenever he fired or ran off, I should say, or didn't keep Tony Vitello. I know he didn't fire Tony Vitello. Sorry, Danny, I didn't mean to slander you there. But you came out and said, hey, we spend just as much money as anybody, more than everybody. We're top 3. Well, Josh Elander's under pressure starting this weekend, really coming off of the Kent State debacle, or at least, maybe debacle is too strong of a word, but it felt bad last weekend watching, you lose a non-conference series for the first time in 6 years. Sam's told me that team's good. I know people have said they're good. Debacle's maybe too strong, but losing that series was still pretty embarrassing for Josh Elander. How do they respond? They need to win 2 out of 3 this weekend in Texas, at least. It would be really, really cool if one of those was UCLA and they had a showcase game tonight and they were able to win that one and kind of fix the vibes. But Elander better be careful because Kim Caldwell's already on the wrong side of it.
I mean, is it fair to be grouping Elander in with Kim Caldwell 6 games into his career when Kim Caldwell's got, basically 2 seasons under her belt and the top spender and one of the top spenders in the sport?
No, it's not. And just to be fair, I'm not throwing them in at equal footing, but I am making the comparison of they're a fringe sport. They're not basketball, men's basketball, and they're not football, obviously. Josh Elander has a way more good grace and goodwill right now than Kim Caldwell does, but I'm just saying he better be careful because if they come out and he has a Texas A&M season, then all of a sudden that whole conversation changes. He doesn't get 2 years. He's got to keep this thing rolling. Kim got more of a pass last year because she wasn't taking over the best program or second best program, whatever, behind LSU. She wasn't taking over that program. She was having to kind of rebuild it and take a bunch of transfers in. Tony left, but the roster didn't really change, right? I mean, you had a couple of recruits that changed their mind and didn't end up on campus, but for the most part, the roster is exactly the same as it would have been had Tony Vitello been here, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean,
just took your most important assistant coaches, though.
For sure. And I'm not saying he has to be as good as Tony Vitello. I'm not saying we have to go to Omaha. I'm not saying we even have to host a super regional. I'd still like to host a regional, but losing to Kent State is a bad start to his tenure, regardless. Again, not the same level as Kim Caldwell. He's not on a hot seat by any means. But I'm saying it would behoove him to have a good weekend, a good bounce back weekend for both the fan base and the vibes. Because if you follow up losing 2 out of 3 to Kent State by going out to Texas and getting embarrassed tonight by UCLA, that's when it becomes a national talking point. I don't know if Texas A&M would have been as bad as they were last year had it not become a talking point early. You know what I mean? I do feel like baseball is a mental game. So, if the outside noise starts creeping in and you start losing, then all of a sudden your batters at the plate are pressing even more and they're not, being able to play confident and comfortable. I think that's when it could really spiral. So if they go out this weekend and have a bad performance, it would really take the wind out of my sails when it comes to projecting this season for them. But if they come out and they win 2 out of 3, especially if they beat UCLA, I think you just wipe your hands of it and say, look, Arkansas, LSU, those teams lost the midweek game. It happens. You lost 2 of them. That's fine. Everything's okay. If you come out and you can't perform this weekend, you can't respond to the adversity, to me that would be a little alarming. That's it. That's all.
We are not even a top 10 women's basketball team in terms of value, according to the Sports Business Journal. I was trying to find this, the NIL numbers for women's basketball, see who the top spenders were.
When you say about value, what do you mean? Valuation?
Well, I'm about to explain it to you. I had trouble finding the spending. I couldn't find that, but I found Sports Business Journal's most valuable women's basketball teams, and I was surprised to see we weren't in the top 10 of value, enterprise value.
Okay. Do you have the top 10?
Mm-hmm.
Like who are the top schools? Like UConn?
Well, UConn, as you would imagine.
Yeah.
Number 1. You could probably guess number 2.
South Carolina.
I'd
imagine.
Yeah. Baylor, Stanford, BYU, TCU, Vandy, Miami, USC, Louisville.
Yeah, see, I don't know what they're using, but like
they're using Dr. Ryan Brewer from IU Columbus.
Is this just based off the last calendar year?
Let me scroll to the top.
It's hard to
there,
imagine
Jackson.
a Vanderbilt team, even not named baseball, is a top 10 anything.
Yeah,
they're looking at the highest valuation in the sport is what they're looking at, according to Andrew Beaton of the Wall Street Journal.
Wall Street Journal, that's crap.
Oh,
fake news, the fake news failing Wall Street Journal.
What do you think about Hillary Clinton yesterday on the stand? You think she did a good job?
Well, I thought it was funny. The only headline I saw was that she denied having ever met Jeffrey, which is almost immediately provable as perjury.
You and your politics, both of you, just stop it.
Well, this is a talk we should have off the air because I think my politics would actually surprise both of you. I've been meaning to talk. I would kind of like to rescind the MAGA
Jack.
Okay, you can just be Big Stack Jack now.
Yeah, because I don't really associate myself that much.
All right,
with
Big
that.
Stacks Jack. All right, fair enough.
The analysis comes from Indiana University, Columbus.
MAGA Jackson has such a good flow to it, though.
Yeah, it does. It's hard to. It's just hard to not.
I don't know.
that.
You never know when any future employers listen.
That is true.
It doesn't really matter though, Jackson. It's just a nickname.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
but he's right. If he sends off a clip,
to some people it does matter.
yeah, and if he sends off a clip to an employee and they hear it and
sure.
we're calling him MAGA Jackson, they might be like, "Can you explain how did this happen?" And he won't be able to tell him, "Oh, it's just a
Well,
bit."
it might help him.
I said the
with
players.
some employers.
I said the players should not kneel for the anthem, and they all got mad at me.
How many? I mean, I'd say I would argue it might help him with an employer.
In the media world,
It depends on the employer.
Hiring managers, I don't know.
entry level media positions in 2026.
Should you really be working for a bunch of damn libs anyway, Jackson?
Well, it's not necessarily the liberals I'm worried about.
Call Clay Travis.
What are you worried about?
You might get a front row ticket with the MAGA Jackson nickname.
Yeah,
Clay might give you a
Trey
job.
Wallace. You could be the next Trey Wallace.
Come on, that's unfair to our boy Trey.
How? I said he's very successful.
Well,
I said you could be the next Trey
To me,
Wallace.
the implication is you were saying that Trey was agreed on that side of politics. I think Trey's tried to speak out
No. I
against
mean,
it.
he's grifting a little bit, but
Trey doesn't
look at how
grift on the
successful.
politics. Trey doesn't grift on the politics.
Clay
Look
Travis
how successful he is.
Clay Travis is a pretty big grifter. I mean, there's just been there's been some stuff done in the last year that I don't know. I just diverged myself from that movement. I think a little differently.
Okay, we got
mainly the Epstein files, right?
Can we call you?
It was deeper than that.
Can we call you Big Blue
it's
Jackson
deep.
then?
It is deeper than that. It's
No.
all the way to the Rothschilds.
Blue Wave Jack.
That's how deep it
It's
is.
not that either.
We got Blue Wave Jackson over here. Okay, well either way,
Independent Jackson. Best way to put it.
You're like Dr. Ben Carson.
I like Thomas Massey.
I don't know who that is, but he sounds like
he's a Kentucky representative. He's one of the only ones fighting for what's right.
Okay.
to be honest.
Him and Tim Burchett, of
Yeah,
course.
well, he's one of them. And
Aliens are real.
There's another guy. It's a Democrat. I can't think of his name. He's got a uncommon last name.
Kennedy.
and that was talking politics with Cody and
Well, I was trying
Blue
to tell
Wave
you,
Jackson.
I was trying to tell you about these valuable teams here, but anyway, just know that we're not top 10 according to the Sports Business Journal in terms of women's evaluations, which is pretty disappointing to read.
Well, I just don't buy that.
Well, I mean, it's
not like you can buy.
It's factual.
To me, the valuations are like if you're buying a franchise.
Yeah, that's
you
what
can't
they mean.
buy a franchise in college basketball. But if you could, I'm very confident the Lady Vols would sell for more than TCU and Vanderbilt.
So you're calling the Sports Business Journal liars?
Yeah, I'm saying they're wrong. Yeah, I don't know what their formula is, but it's just not true.
Do they include any of the metrics they use to determine this?
I mean, they got real smart people here that they're talking to, economists and stuff.
Yeah, ESPN says Mel Kiper's a real smart person, but he's wrong a whole lot of the time.
Yeah, that's true. Mel Kiper is wrong a lot. Sorry, I sounded distracted. I heard what you were saying. I got a very alarming text from a colleague here at the station saying very rude things about Tim Burchett for some reason.
Let's go to break. Let's talk sports on Fan Run Radio.
Check out exclusive Fan Run video content on YouTube. Just search Fan Run Sports and be sure to like and subscribe.
Hey, it's Russell Smith here for ECR Total Landscapes. I had the ECR crew out to my house last year to remove multiple trees on my property, and I couldn't be more satisfied with the work they did. Not only did they cut down several trees that were too close to my house, they also grinded the stumps and cleaned up the work site, leaving my yard looking better than before. Take it from me. If you've got a dangerous, overgrown, or storm-damaged tree that's threatening your home, your car, or your family, don't risk it. Do what I did. Call ECR Total Landscapes for a free estimate. Tell them Fan Run Radio sent you. 865-384-2012. That's 865-384-2012. Your local tree cutting experts. These guys get the job done. Check out their website, ecrtotallandscapes.com.
We really need to get some branded stuff. Shirts, hats, promo items, something professional.
I mean, we could just find a website and order a bunch of it ourselves.
You could, but you're taking a big risk. You don't know the quality, the fit, the timeline. It's a roll of the dice.
Yeah, I guess, but isn't that how everyone does it now?
Not the ones who actually care about how their brand looks. Look, if we're putting our name on it, it needs to be done right. We need SM Athletics.
SM Athletics?
Yeah, they specialize in working with businesses like ours. Apparel, hats, promo gear, but real, customized stuff. They actually care if it turns out right.
Probably a lot better than getting stuck with 100 t-shirts with crooked logos.
Exactly. Plus, they'll walk you through everything. Sizing, colors, material, so it matches the image we're trying to build.
Makes sense. What's the name again?
SM Athletics. Trust me, if you want to look like a real company, not a flea market stand, this is the move. If you're serious about your brand, work with people who are serious about getting it right. SM Athletics.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. Go ahead, feel your engine. Admire that perfectly installed exhaust. Your vehicle's moving along this freeway like it was made from fresh installs and a whole lot of love. With eBay Motors, you get over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
A brand built in Tennessee and born from the love of the game. Inward Half revolutionizes golfing comfort. Crafted by a former pro and dedicated enthusiast just like you, our luxury performance wear guarantees you stay cool and comfortable through every swing and every day. We're not just a brand. We've set out to create a lifestyle for those who understand that impeccable style and premium performance are a hole-in-one. Enjoy the walk-in with Inward Half.
Hit the highway on the Vegas.
Sam, how do you feel about Tennessee baseball this weekend? We talked about the overall vibe of the program and what 2-1 or 3-0 would do, but how do you think they're going to fare? Do you expect to see a bounce back for them as they head out to Texas tonight to take on UCLA, 4 p.m.? Are they playing, I guess, at the Rangers Stadium? Is that right?
Yeah.
Arlington?
Or maybe I don't know.
They're in
Either that or
Arlington,
the
right?
Astros,
That's the Rangers.
That's Rangers, right? Arlington.
Mm-hmm.
Globe Life Field. They'll be there 4 p.m. 4 p.m. is first pitch. Tegan Coons getting the ball as the top of the rotation. You're obviously not playing the same team 3 times, but you're playing good opponents, UCLA, Arizona State, and Va Tech. So it'll feel like a weekend series. maybe like an SEC weekend series. We'll see how these pitchers perform. Sam, how do you feel they're going to do?
I think it's a big test. I'm not expecting to go in there and go 3-0. I think 2-1's a good weekend. I don't know. I just think I'm not going to be slamming the panic button either way. Or if we go 3-0, I'm not going to be saying that this team's back and is a national title contender either. I just think youngest roster in the SEC and, a lot of different moving parts kind of on that coaching staff. I just think, these first 15 or so games, I think are going to be kind of a lot of tinkering with lineups and kind of getting the vibes down of a new group where, you've had so much continuity over the last 8 or 9 years. So I'm cautiously optimistic. I think we're going to lose tonight to UCLA, and it's going to cause people to, go absolutely crazy. But I would just say don't panic yet.
Yeah, the early gambling projection, I believe, had UCLA around -170, Tennessee plus 130 in that range. So not huge underdogs, which I couldn't decide if I was surprised by that or if I was like, yeah, of course, there's still a lot of talent on this roster and it's early season. But it was a reminder that things aren't as bad as we thought. Like this is a normal line here.
Watch us come out and beat them 12-2.
That'd be nice. And like I said in the first segment, that would be really good for the vibes.
Just bats galore. It won't be cold. Shouldn't be cold in Arlington, Texas at Globe Life Field. So no excuse for the lack of bats. Ought to be able to swing it out of the park. Might just open up a can of whoop ass on them.
Is that your expectation?
That's what I'm going with, yeah.
Is that Kim Mulkey's expectation?
Why don't you worry about yourself and don't be worried about what I'm worried about? That's what Kim Mulkey would say.
So
I'm down here trying to get Lane Kiffin to have sex with me. And I think he's willing.
Every now and then, Kim Mulkey sounds like a man in your impression. She sounds like a lawyer from Louisiana. I do declare.
I can only do the best I can do with impersonation.
Sure, yeah, no, it's really good for 80% of the time. Then the other 20%.
Not all of them are as good as Al Pacino.
It started sounding like a man was all I was saying. I wasn't judging. I wasn't mad.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Better impressions than I am, for sure.
Well, you could do them too. You could try.
I got a couple. I got a couple I could do.
Yeah. I've heard some of the ones you've done.
Yeah.
They're good.
I've got a couple.
Yeah, you do a pretty good Quentin Tarantino.
That's more method acting. That's more of the physical impression. More
Sniffing
so
the feet.
Yeah, just taking.
God, I saw that
really
clip.
Anybody's feet and just putting them up to my face.
I know you think that Margaret Qualley is overrated, and you guys were giving me grief for saying she's so hot, but she's pretty hot. She's pretty hot. I saw that clip again yesterday of her foot up on the dashboard because you know how Tarantino is. He's a bit of a perv, and in all his movies, he has women's feet.
Talking about in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
Yeah, Margaret Qualley.
She's like 16 in that movie.
She's like 25. She's playing a 17-year-old hippie, but she's like 25. She's
at the time of filming?
Yeah, she's not actually 17. You're thinking of that because Brad Pitt says there's a line where Brad Pitt says, "How old are you?"
Mm-hmm.
She says, "I'm 17."
Yeah.
As if Brad Pitt would not still go ahead and.
No, I don't think you could say that about Brad Pitt. I don't know if he's.
I mean, come on.
I haven't seen his name in the files.
I mean, come on.
His name's not in the files.
Nah, but let's be honest. She's like the actress is like 25, so it doesn't really compute. I mean, I can say that. I can say her feet look hot in that movie. I don't know why you and Sam don't think she's hot. I think she's very attractive.
Yeah. I mean, I think that you just have some real pent up feelings that whenever you see any girl, you automatically kind of overrate them a couple of spots.
No, that's not true because you've showed me several that you're like, oh yeah, doesn't she do it for you? And I'm like, no, isn't that Queen Latifah?
You know, she's got a couple roles where she's kind of cute. She's got a couple roles where she's kind of cute.
I think we just have very different tastes. Like last year, remember when you were telling me that 6'3" WNBA player
That
was
girl's beautiful.
See, she doesn't do it for me at all. She looks kind of like a man.
Is it just because she's tall?
Well, that's part of it, Jackson. Yeah, she's 6'3".
Because look, as the shortest person in this room, there's nothing wrong with it.
You like a big old woman?
I wouldn't say I've never ventured that way, but I'm not afraid.
BBW, Jackson?
No, I'm not afraid to climb the ladder of a
Okay.
taller woman.
You hear that, ladies? If you're out there, you might have a height requirement.
Do you like a big woman?
But Jackson said he likes climbing trees.
No, I like skinny.
We can get you a job over at ECR.
So a tall, skinny woman.
Well, I mean, ideally, you got to think. I mean, if I marry and have children with a girl who is my height or shorter, odds are the kids aren't going to get good height genetics.
That's for sure.
So if I, have kids with a woman who is above 6 feet,
sure,
yeah, you improve
I'm setting the children up for a better life.
Sacrifice yourself in the short term for the offspring of
But
your,
it's
of your
not
future
even,
family.
my uncle's married to a woman. She's like 2 inches taller than him. It's not a huge difference.
Now, what are you going to do if this woman picks you up and sets you up on the counter?
Well, I
What are you
roll with it?
What are you going to do if she sets you up and puts you on the kitchen counter to
He's
give you a
gonna
kiss?
call her mommy.
What are you going?
I'll put my arms up, ready for her to pick me up.
What are you going to do?
Put me down.
I'm ready. That's
Put me down.
that's part of the job description.
Hey, put me down.
When she makes you mad and she puts you in timeout, what are you going to do?
I'd be okay if we go hiking or something. She wears something she can hold me in.
Sure.
Whenever I get tired.
Strap you up on her back and carry you up the hill.
There you go.
Fair enough. And that was Talking Dating with Cody and Jackson. Hour 2 will kick off with some headlines. Stick with us. It's Talk Sports on Fan Run Radio.
The flagship station for Tennessee football. Fans. Fan Run Radio.
Blackford Veterinary Surgery Referral specializes in surgeries not regularly performed by your pet's general veterinarian. They're currently accepting referrals from vets all across the country. With their newly renovated state-of-the-art surgery center and highly trained staff, clients can rely on professional and thorough care. If your vet says that your pet needs surgery or rehab, ask for a referral to Blackford Vet and let them get your best friend back on its feet. Located conveniently in West Knoxville. For more information, visit blackfordvetsurgery.com. At Knoxville Insurance Group, they understand the challenges many consumers face when searching for insurance coverage. That's why whether it's for you, your family, or your business, they create a coverage plan specifically for your unique needs. Knoxville Insurance Group is an independent firm, which means they aren't beholden to just one insurance company. They search multiple companies acting as your negotiator to find you the best possible policy and price. Start a quote in minutes at KnoxvilleInsuranceGroup.com or call them today at 865-694-9788.
What's the difference between an ordinary EV and a Mercedes-Benz EV? The feeling. Electric is what gets you there. Mercedes-Benz is what moves you in ways no other automaker can. Feel the freedom of the superbly versatile 7-seater EQB. Revel in the inspired, customizable comfort of the EQE sedan. Sense the brilliant intelligence of the EQE SUV. Discover the boundless capability of the EQS SUV. And luxuriate in the flagship meets spaceship magnificence of the EQS sedan. Every Mercedes-Benz electric vehicle offers the very latest MBUX voice-activated AI software, as well as remote access to a whole host of functions via the Mercedes Me Connect app. The vehicle's electric, the feeling all Mercedes, the choice all yours. Test drive a Mercedes-Benz electric today at your local dealer or learn more at mbusa.com/EQ.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
What kind of day is it? It's a White Claw day. Grab a pack, grab your friends. Everything else in life can wait. Your friends shouldn't. Let's go. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
What Vanderbilt does well, and they do it very well. In fact, they are the best in the country right now at post defense.
You're listening to Talk Sports.
Like, you're not going to be able to dump the ball into Grant and get easy buckets. They're allowing about a half a point on post-ups. They're forcing turnovers on 20% of post-ups.
They're number one in the country at that?
Yeah.
Airing every day
from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m.
This might not be a Grant Williams game, I guess is what I'm saying. I'm preparing you for Grant Williams not being able to go off.
on 1340 WKGN.
And a historical performance for Grant Williams in this building tonight.
He had 43 points. He made 23 of 23 from the free throw line. And the reigning SEC Co-Player of the Year has certainly stamped his name on that trophy again with this performance tonight.
Hour number 2 kicking off here in the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. Enjoy some light, refreshing White Claw Hard Seltzer this weekend. You've deserved it. You've worked hard this week. You've been a good boy or a good girl. Maybe you've been a bad boy or a bad girl. Drink some White Claw yourself. Go from bad to real bad. Drink it responsibly. Shout out to Cherokee Distributing locally for helping keep us right. Hour 2 headlines. What you got?
Thank you, John.
Speaking of bad boys.
Kind of weird. You're freaking me out over there.
Speaking of real bad boys.
I am a bad boy. I've been very bad, Mommy. Won't you whip me? After you take Jackson off the countertop. The Power Four.
Weird hearing that you fantasize about your mother. Let's move on, Norman Bates.
Not my mother.
Let's move on, Norman Bates.
Mommy in the sense of, like.
I don't know.
No, I don't think we do know.
Mommy.
No.
Like, it's a different thing. It's not your own personal mother.
Real Norman Bates over here.
The Power Four conference commissioners are expected to join dozens of sports celebrities and dignitaries on March 6th at the White House in a roundtable discussion with President Donald Trump about the future of college athletics, says ESPN and multiple sources. One of those in attendance may be one of our own, the Chancellor.
The Plowman?
Donnie Plowman. Going to be at the White House with Tiger Woods. Because when I think improving college sports, I think who better to have on that committee than Tiger Woods. Nick Saban, Mac Brown, Urban Meyer, Condoleezza Rice, Jonathan Kraft, Adam Silver, ESPN Chairman Jimmy Pitaro, Fox Sports President Eric Shanks, and several athletic directors, including Notre Dame's Pete Bevacqua, Tim Tebow, Charlie Ward, several names on this list. Heisman winners.
Why Tiger Woods and there was one more, but it was before the
Adam Silver?
Yes. What is he going to do? Make more tournaments?
I don't know why Tiger Woods and Adam Silver and Patriots President Jonathan Kraft are part of this.
Yeah, I mean, or Bryson DeChambeau.
Or Condoleezza Rice, for that matter.
What the hell does Bryson DeChambeau know about college athletics?
That's why I hate this guy, John. He just tries to insert himself into everything that doesn't matter about him.
Now, hold on.
And do you see what he had? What he was in the news for recently?
Murder.
No, he didn't murder anybody.
Probably.
He murdered that green, missing all those putts. Am I
He
right?
murdered the field in the U.S. Open that one year when he was the only person that shot under par.
Putts that my friend John would have hit. Sure.
Bryson put on a display that week. I wouldn't have done no better than him. One thing at a time, Sam. Do we know that these people are inviting themselves or that Bryson invited?
Invites himself to everything, so yeah.
Well, Trump came and did the breaking, 60 or whatever with him, right? Didn't they? Breaking 50. I think him and Trump. Yeah, but I think him and Trump did that like a year or so ago. So there is a relationship there. I just assumed Trump was trying to invite everybody he knew more so than because I imagine if I was like Tiger Woods, if I was Bryson DeChambeau, if I was Condoleezza Rice, I got more important stuff to do. I don't really want to do this. I'm not like beating Trump's door down to get to try to save college athletics because I don't really care. I assumed he was calling on them. Topic number 2, you asked if I saw what he was in the news for. I mean, I saw he got hawked down by Anthony Kim. I saw that he kind of, fell apart in round 4. He's a 3-round player these days. Let's see. Was there anything else I saw? No. What happened?
He was partial owner of some company, like a 2% stake owner, and then he demanded 51% of the company.
Just out of nowhere?
Yes, he's
What
a
a
scumbag.
jerk.
Well, that doesn't necessarily mean he's a scumbag.
Nah,
Maybe
he's
he's
a
like, hey, I can run this thing better. If I'm going to waste my time, give it to somebody who knows what the hell they're doing. We don't know the
And the
details.
guy kicked him out and said, I don't need you.
Well, that's fine. That might have been what he was. That might. You never know, Sam. That might have been his mentality. Is like, hey, either let me run this or just get me out of here because this is a waste of my time. I assume he got paid for his 2% and got out. Maybe that was his way of saying, hey, everybody rally behind me. I'll take us to the moon. And
If I don't have control, then I don't want it. That's me.
Well,
yeah.
You know, I think there's plenty of positions where people would sympathize with that. You don't want to be a part of something where it's not going anywhere. Nobody's trying. You're like, hell, I'm just getting out of here then.
Cody Campbell will also be on this committee.
Now that I find interesting.
The Texas Tech billionaire.
Yeah, because he put out a tweet about how college athletics are broken. And everyone's just like, hey, bro, it's you. You're the murderer. It's the the Eric Andre meme where somebody's shooting. Like, why would he do this? Like,
has he got the biggest hog on the table?
I'd say the president.
Well, obviously, but
Yeah.
I mean, in that room,
Probably. I mean, from a financial standpoint,
like
yes.
if Nick Saban's making a point, like if Nick Saban's going on one of his tirades about how the sport is ruined and all this, could Cody Campbell just throw $100 bills at Nick Saban? Just flick $100 bills at him while he's
Shove
speaking?
them in his mouth to make him shut up.
Shut up.
Probably, but would that be accepted? No, because I would value Nick Saban's college opinion over.
Nick Saban's got more sway in that room than Cody Campbell does, despite Cody Campbell being stinky rich. Like, that doesn't always buy you the respect at the table.
Or knowledge of what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I don't know. It buys a lot.
It's
$4 billion. It's a lot. It's a lot of money.
Yeah, but I mean, like, Elon Musk is really rich, but nobody takes him seriously about anything other than
Trump
like
did for a little while.
Yeah, spaceships and like electric cars. Like, he's a dork. Everywhere he goes, like, they just make fun of him.
Tunnels.
I will
Tunnels.
say this tunnel system that is supposed to be coming to Nashville, it's supposedly going to save a lot of money.
Yeah,
compared to all
sure.
the-
Yeah, he is good at that stuff, but when no one takes him seriously about anything else, like no one wants to hear his advice on love or romance.
I read
or
yesterday
what it takes to be cool. Like, no one gives a damn. Like, he's not cool.
Naming his kids.
Yeah, like he's got his lane.
Trying to get invited to stuff.
Yeah, he's got his lane, but he's a dork. He's a rich dork. Don't get me wrong, but he's a dork.
I read yesterday that some lawmakers are pushing back on the train thing in Nashville.
Of course they are.
State lawmakers are pushing back on Nashville's ability to.
The big Uber lobbyists are trying to stop it because it's going to put them out of a job.
Yeah, you know, that is kind of a fear because a lot of things I see, a lot of things I read, driving is typically rated as the number one thing that AI could push out first. Like the soonest that AI could completely take over. You know, people are worried about AI taking their jobs. Driving is like number one on that list.
If AI can lead to affordable public transport, then I'm all for it.
Hey,
I'm sorry. I know you're in Uber.
I'm a driver. I'm a professional
I'm
driver,
with you, Cody.
Jackson.
I want a human behind my wheel.
I
That's right.
understand, but I mean, look, some nights it costs me $30 to get less than a mile.
Get your paper up.
It's
Put on
not.
those-
It's
strap
not.
up those
it's not-
Lamborghinis,
That's
brother.
what I'm saying. I'm saying
Get your
if I can
paper up.
take a bus, or if it's inconvenient for me to walk, but then I open my app and it's $30 for.
There was a time in my life I was broke too.
I think you're missing my point here about the benefits that.
Benefish.
He was going to go with beneficiaries, but he stopped himself.
Yeah, I was going to say the wrong word.
You like fish sticks, Jackson?
No.
You don't like fish sticks?
I'm not a big fan of fried fish.
Sam, you like fish sticks?
I get it, yeah. South Park joke.
Hey, good one. Yeah. Jackson's cultured. He knows that. Well, speaking of losing your job, Oregon State has told their basketball coach to piss off as Wayne Tinkle will not return next season. The Oregon State Beavers have announced as of Thursday that Tinkle has been asked by the school to finish the season and then go away forever. So we are grateful to Wayne for his dedication, says the administration. But this guy can't coach. So
Who was their coach when we lost to him?
They're moving on from Wayne Tinkle. I don't think it was Wayne Tinkle.
I've got no take on Wayne Tinkle. I'm an adult. those type of jokes don't humor me. Maybe your Family Guy crowd, you guys can talk about it, but not me. Move on.
A bit lowbrow for my standards.
Yeah, it is. His last name's Tinkle. You get it?
I'm laughing because he led off with they told him to piss off.
Yeah.
That was the joke.
Yeah.
Purdue's Braden Smith has joined an elite list with his 1,000th assist. As Purdue played Michigan State last night and
lost.
There was a result in that game. Thank you, Sam. They lost.
Michigan State got him on the road. Big win for them.
For who? Izzo?
Michigan State, yeah. That's a big win for them.
The SEC and the Big Ten say pooling TV rights is dangerously unworkable. This is big news. I just don't really know how to read it. It's kind of above my level of intelligence.
All right, let's go through it a little bit. So give me the story again.
Okay. SEC and Big Ten, right?
Uh-huh.
A study commissioned by the SEC and the Big Ten concluded that allowing conferences to pool their media rights would generate less revenue than if the leagues continue the decades-old practice of selling their own games.
So the SEC and Big Ten, they want to pool together just them two and sell to all these networks? Is that the idea?
They don't want to pool the media rights.
I think they ran a study to see what the difference in revenue would be if they did just like sold a package deal of Big Ten and SEC.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It came out to be in less revenue than if they just kept it individual.
They want to make as much money as possible.
Well, I think the idea, to me, the logic there would just be like, hey, especially if they're talking about pulling it. They're talking about also pulling it with other, like the ACC and Big 12 as well. Like, no, we're not going to do that.
Yeah.
It's not just the SEC and Big 10, but the SEC and Big 10 would lose money. Yeah, it's just like being in a neighborhood. You don't want to build a $4 million house in a neighborhood where all the other houses are worth $400,000. You know what I mean? Because then all of a sudden your $4 million house is going to lose value. You don't want to go build something really, really nice
next to a prison.
Yeah, you gotta be in the neighborhood of your own. Like the SEC,
NIMBY, not in my backyard.
The SEC and Big Ten, they are the big houses on the block. There's no point in them letting a little like the ACC put their trailer on their property. Like that's not going to do us any good.
You don't want no homeless people nearby.
Right.
You don't want any shelters. Nothing that's going to help the homeless.
No Uber drivers driving around the roads. Like we're going to have our drivers come pick you up. We got designated drivers. We're not letting anybody come in.
Neighborhoods don't have designated drivers.
The nice ones do. The nice ones have like black cars that pull up and get them.
Like car service?
Yeah. The nice
those
neighborhoods
aren't owned by the neighborhood.
No, but when they need to go somewhere, like the HOA is like, hey, call the driver.
You ever rode in a black car? You ever been with somebody that got a car service?
Yeah.
Really?
Raul comes and picks us up to take us out at night. Don't worry, we keep our drivers on retainer here. That's what you want in your neighborhood.
Why is his name Raul?
That's the driver I had, Raul.
You saying Raul's better than me?
Yeah.
Just because he works for a car service?
Well,
I could go work for a car service.
You could.
I could be a limo driver. We need to take a limo.
It wasn't a limo. It was like a big black SUV.
No,
Cool.
I'm familiar with what a car service is. I would like to.
Way better than your car. What the hell are you talking about? Is he better than you? Yeah, he's way better.
Well, that doesn't mean he's better than me.
He was way better than you.
His car is better than my car.
He's way better than you.
How?
Because he didn't drive off, but he saw that we were guys. First of all,
I don't do that.
Yeah, you do. You've told many times you drive off on people. Oh, it's a man. I'm getting out of here.
Not just because of the gender. I pick guys up all the time. There may be other factors involved.
You talked about driving off on some poor stinky white kid outside of a sorority house one time. There's a whole Facebook post about it.
That was a next door post, I think, was what that was.
I think it got shared to Facebook too. There's a whole post about it.
That big hog. Big old.
That was just a white guy trying to get home from work.
Big old nasty woman.
You drove off on him.
Well, he was dirty.
Raul
he was trying to take me out to Clinton Highway. I ain't going to Clinton Highway.
Raul would have picked him up and given him 5-star service.
Raul, he wouldn't have gotten a car service.
Well, I'm just saying hypothetically, Raul in his car.
Two different things. When you if you want to pay for the car service, if you want reliable transport, pay for the car service.
Well, yes, I know that's why he's better than you. Yes,
that doesn't make him better than me.
It does. He's at that job. That's like saying
his company.
That's
may
like
be
saying
better
an NFL quarterback's
you
not
saying
better
I
than
couldn't get a job at a car service?
No,
I could get it. I could easily get a job.
You wouldn't keep a job. I couldn't check back in 18 months later, and you still have that job.
Well, that's beside the point.
You might be able to get hired, but you'd get fired.
I want to take a limo. I was thinking about this. the other day because I was with one in traffic.
And you're like, I wish I was in the back seat.
Yeah. Well, I was just like, I wonder who's in there. And I was thinking about the times I've been in a limousine in my life.
Prom?
That was one of them. Yeah. There's been a handful of times. I've been in a limo 3 or 4 times. Vegas and proms, basically. Yeah.
Vegas?
One time in Vegas.
You did the whole, like, hey, look at the limo to pick us up and take us to the
Well,
strip
no,
club
it's just
thing.
what the guy was driving. I mean, it's just, my friend in Vegas. I've told you about him. We'll call him Dave.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I was thinking about the last time I'd been in a limo. How many times have you been in a limo? Never been in a limo?
I don't know if I've ever been in a limo.
I haven't.
You had been in it, Sam?
Nope. I think once.
I don't usually do the like cliche stuff like that.
It was too tacky for me.
Yeah, like it's pretty low brow.
Because like all the ones me and my friend groups could afford for prom were like the cheap tacky limos, and I was just like, I'd rather just drive myself and my date to prom than pull up in a 1980 limo.
Pretty low class.
It's actually pretty nice
I'm sure
to
it's
ride in
nice,
the back of
but,
a limo.
You
can drink back there?
Yeah, but I
you got a whole circle of people.
I figured
$100
party
bus too.
100 person.
Well, yeah, that's also
$100
tacky.
per person was better allocated than on a.
I've never engineered the limo. I've never been the reason we got the limo, but I happen to have been in a few, and I always enjoyed it. I always thought it was fun. Pop bottles.
Yeah, that checks out.
Yeah, I mean, I would imagine if
don't come on here like some kind of
it checks out.
Sophisticated. This guy eats at Chipotle when he goes to Vegas.
Don't
come on here like you're some kind of high.
I definitely don't go to Vegas.
Guy eats Chick-fil-A 6 times a week.
I definitely don't go to Vegas and say, let's get a limo.
Don't come on here like you're
You're right. I definitely don't do
kind
that.
of esteemed like you're over at Smith and Walensky.
I think it just checks out that you're a big limo guy. It checks out.
No, it checks out that you're a Panda Express guy.
I will
try to
say,
put me down.
if I'm ever presented with an opportunity,
You
where
eat at all these places too. I don't know what the hell you're talking
need
about.
a Panda Express.
If I can get into a limo without it costing me anything, I'll gladly do it.
Hell,
right. Like if I got us a limo, everybody here would be like, I want to ride in the limo.
If you paid for the limo 100% yourself, absolutely, I'd want to ride in it.
I'd say I'll meet you over there.
So
even if it was free,
I'd say I'll meet you over there.
You wouldn't be invited in the limo. So what? So why can't you ride in a limo? Who rides in the limo then?
High schoolers.
Why do they exist?
For high schoolers.
Limos exist for high schoolers.
Yes,
really.
For high schoolers,
Really?
for prom.
Really?
Yes.
I actually do feel like the limo has died completely.
It has. It was dead whenever I was growing up.
It used to be something that like a celebrity would pop out in, but now it's just like, just get me a black Suburban.
They all have black Suburbans. Yes, they all pull up in the black SUVs. Exactly.
I think a lot of them still ride in limousines.
High schoolers. High schoolers for prom. That's the old.
Let's call a limousine company and see what their main clientele is. You think it's just prom?
They're probably out of business right now.
Yeah,
they're probably a
oh my
part-time.
God, our first call
part-time
in
of the year.
months.
Actually,
Hey,
they'd
you looking
probably
for
be
drivers?
in business right now.
I mean,
probably be in business.
Granted, this was back home. Like Athens / Riceville, like wasn't a big
definitely
city.
known for their limousines.
Yeah, like it wasn't a big thing, but there was a farmer that owned a limo service, and basically he told us it's like the only time we really have business is for prom, and like.
Okay, but let's go to let's pretend we're in say like Beverly Hills or something. Like you think those limos are still getting used quite a bit?
Those are for proms.
They're still for proms.
Yeah, those are still
in
for proms.
Beverly Hills.
For proms, and like maybe there's a special occasion where like my movie's premiering and like we're gonna take 20 people.
So
in a
is
limo,
it
sure.
is it not a luxurious thing anymore?
No.
It's not.
No.
Like
no.
fun to ride in a limo.
Like I said, it's low class. It's low brow.
It's low class.
It's low class.
I mean, because now, especially
you think rich people are riding around in limos? Rich people don't ride around in limos.
Imagine everything that's happened inside a limo. Like, just imagine all that's gone on back there.
Yeah, it's the motel of the road.
Yeah, there's a lot of semen on the interior.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Cody's riding around the motel of the road.
The motel of the road.
Low class.
I don't know. I always thought it was fun.
Now there might be like another level. There might be the very tip top of a limo, but those aren't even like stretch anymore.
No, at that
The
point,
ones without the sperm stains on the interior.
Hire a driver and a Maybach to drive you around.
I think it draws too much attention.
Yeah.
Like a high dollar celebrity doesn't want to be like, oh, what's this limo coming out? Like some
Exactly.
paparazzi's going to go follow us, but there's 1,000 black Suburbans driving around.
Exactly.
I mean,
high school.
A Tahoe is pretty comfortable. It's hard to beat the comfort of the Chevrolet Tahoe.
And plus, most people don't want to ride around with more than like 4 people in the car, 5 people in the car. The limo,
What if
I
you're
don't
trying to pop bottles.
Well, Sure, if you're trying to pop bottles, most high schoolers can't really pop bottles on the way to prom. Like, I don't really know.
Is it illegal to pop bottles in the back of a Suburban too?
Not in Tennessee, it's not.
Like,
In Tennessee, it's not. Now, it's all about the look at me side of the stuff. Like, again, it's high schoolers wanting to feel like they're grown. You
I
see
think
it in movies.
really just put limos over the top.
The movies lied to us growing up. We get swayed by like, oh, these high school parties are going to be so sick. No, most of them aren't. Most high school parties are going to suck.
What's the last high school party you went to?
I've been like what, right around COVID, maybe.
It's a pretty good time.
No, I was like, this is nothing like the movies.
This isn't cool at all.
This is nothing like the movies.
There's nobody my age here.
Yeah,
I'm the oldest guy by far here.
There's no kegs. Where's all the kegs at? Where's the people jumping off of roofs? Come on, everybody. This is nothing like Euphoria. What the hell? Okay, good batch of headlines. Jackson, send us to break. Let's talk sports on Fan Run Radio.
Citizens National Bank.
Life is more fun with a Good Life checking account from Citizens National Bank, offering extra benefits including bank travel. This September, experience the perfect fall getaway on the New England Rails and Sails Tour, or join CNB in October to chase the Northern Lights in Iceland. Get in on the fun by calling 865-429-7935.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
Okay, so we really need uniforms and equipment for this season. Can I trust you with that? Cool, I'll just order them online. What? Yeah, I'm gonna hop online and I'm gonna get them ordered. Hold up, that's not a good idea. We shouldn't just spend money on some random online retailer, okay? I mean, it seems pretty convenient. Trust me, it's a terrible idea. Let me simplify this for you. SM Athletics. Okay, how do you pronounce it? SM Athletics? They're the go-to for uniforms and equipment, whether it's for universities, high schools, youth leagues, you name it. So why wouldn't you rather go with professionals who can guide us through the process, design the perfect uniforms, and deliver the best equipment? Yeah, I guess that makes sense. What's the name again? SM Athletics. Right. It's definitely smarter to go with a company that emphasizes customer service, fair pricing, and, of course, excellent products. Exactly. So, yeah, I guess it's settled then. For uniforms and equipment for all sports, it's SM Athletics.
Welcome to Axle Logistics, where excellence isn't just a goal, it's an energy. As a leading third-party logistics company, Axle is powered by an award-winning culture built on a work hard, play hard mentality. Here, the drive for success is contagious and hard work never goes unnoticed. Whether you're just starting out or looking to level up, Axle Logistics is the place to launch your career. Join us and take your ambition to the stars. To learn more, visit axlelogistics.com. Barley's has live music on weekends, general team trivia on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m., and now live sports trivia courtesy of the Knoxville Trivia Guys every Thursday night upstairs. The game starts at 7 p.m. and is free to play for everyone, so head on down to the Old City and show off your sports knowledge and win gift cards to Barley's. Use those gift cards to buy some delicious food and drinks, and you can take it all in with their wide selection of TVs and indoor projectors. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
You gonna go clubbing next week with me, Jackson?
Yeah. Depends when.
Next weekend. I just told you when.
I'll be gone. Spring break.
Spring break?
Yeah, I know. It's
hell.
Early
It's still
this year.
winter.
It's early this year. It's crazy.
It's cold.
February.
I mean, next weekend it won't be, but hell.
No, I know. It's the 9th through the 13th. Our spring break.
That seems super early.
It is.
It's messing me up because I'm getting ready for spring break myself, and that's going to mess up my weekend earnings because it's not aligning with when I'm taking my spring break. So I'm going to probably need to go to Nashville to Uber or just get a job with a car service.
Did you say your spring break?
Yes, my spring break is I'm going to be out for a good bit. Actually, it's going to be a while. I'll be gone for quite a while.
When?
Yeah, like the range, or just
like in a month.
A while,
like in a month.
You're gone for a month, or you're going to be
no,
gone in a
not.
month?
I won't be gone a whole month, but probably about half a month. We'll,
so 2 weeks.
We'll adjust. Yeah. We'll discuss it off the air. It's
the way you describe time frames, you would be the kind of parent to describe their 2-year-old as a 48-month or a 24-month-year-old.
What? He probably would describe him as 48 months, and they'd be like, "Oh, wait, sorry, I'll be 27."
I'm going to need you people.
I'm
going to need you people to stop trying to.
You're 100% right
think
about
that
it, Jackson.
You know what I am.
We all know what
am,
you are,
because none of you even know me.
We all know what you are.
None of you even know me.
We all get it.
First of all,
we all understand.
Especially Jackson. Jackson knows me the least of any of you, and you're trying to say that I am what? That I would be a parent who describes my baby as a 48-month-old?
Well, okay,
if
yeah.
you knew
for 4
anything
years,
about
yeah.
me, Jackson, you would know that I hate those people. I hate those type of people.
He is that person.
You
though.
just said half.
No,
a
I'm
month.
not.
Half a month is a very inconclusive.
It
time
ends. It ends at a year. The way I see it, it ends at a year. If you tell me, yeah, I got a 15-month-old. No, you got a 1-year-old. He's 1. Once you hit 1, it's over. The way I see it.
Listen. I agree with you. I have a friend who still celebrates his monthly anniversary with his girlfriend. They've been dating 4 years.
That's also crazy.
It is.
Gives him something to look forward to every month. I kind of like it.
Yeah, and trust me, he needs it. That relationship kind of stinks.
At least one day a month they're nice to each other.
Do they cheat on each other?
Don't say that. They might be listening.
He
they're
didn't name
definitely
any
not.
names.
No,
She knows who he is. She'll be listening.
Nobody
She'll be like,
knows.
She knows.
I will say today, I forgot
You
about
think there's
this.
a lot of people that's been dating for almost 4 years that celebrate monthly anniversaries?
No. But I will say this today, and I forgot about this. The FCC is listening today, so we needed to be on our best behavior. Have we said anything out of line?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I did that impression of Kim Mulkey that some might say was problematic, but it was.
The FCC is listening.
She is a white woman, so you're okay with the impression.
Yeah, I mean,
it
Kim
wasn't
Mulkey,
problematic.
No, she would definitely be saying the things I was saying.
Yeah,
she was saying.
It's pretty okay to criticize a white woman. It's
okay.
Well, I'm saying
Calm down.
it's generally accepted.
Blue Wave Jackson, relax over there.
Take it easy.
We know.
White
women got it tough. Okay, I get it.
I met a family yesterday.
Okay,
so these two parents had brought their girl with them they're like touring the campus, showing them around, you know. And they basically
Let
asked
me guess, he works for the FCC.
He's an FCC attorney.
Well, there we go.
But the guy asked me if I could just drive him around. He's like, "Would you mind just driving us around a bit and kind of showing us around?" I said, "Buddy, you got the right guy for the job. I know this campus like the back of my hand." And I was telling him, I went here too back in the day. And
they said, "Oh God."
No, this is exactly what they wanted. They wanted somebody to show them around.
Oh no, I know. I just mean about them dropping their daughter off to go to school here, and you're like, I'm a graduate from here, and I'm driving strangers around in Uber now.
Yeah, yeah. See what you mean.
I'm never gonna leave.
The degree will take you a lot of places around town.
Yeah,
for about $3 a mile.
I see what you mean now. But yeah, they just wanted somebody to show them around. And I know everything. I could be a tour guide. Because I know everything. I know where everything's at. I say, it's the library. They call that the Spam Can building right there by Haslam. This is a business college. Yeah, they call it the Spam Can building because it looks like a Spam can. You say
they actually don't call it that anymore.
Yes, they do.
Yep.
And
what do they call it, Jackson?
Not that. When I was a senior in high school and I toured UT, my mom told our tour guide, "Do they still call that asked the tour guide, do they still call that the Spam Can building?" And the tour guide looked at her like she was crazy.
They don't call it that anymore.
Well, just because the tour guide didn't know doesn't mean that they don't call it that.
You're saying you would be a tour guide.
I would be a better tour guide than any tour guide they got over there.
Well, you did call it the Spam Can building, and it will make my mom happy, so I'll be inclined to agree with you.
That's what I was told it was called. That's what everyone's been told it was called. That's what it's called.
That's what I was
you
told.
You should wear one of your
some
Tennessee polos and just
tour
start
guide.
tours.
This guy's like Tom Green in the movie Road Trip.
I don't get the reference, but
there's people out there that have seen it.
Okay,
they get it.
I saw it, but I forgot. I don't.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
A lot of people-
2000 is that when about the time
Yeah,
it came out?
roughly
2000.
It might be exactly 2000.
Yeah, I think it was
01, if I was guessing.
Okay, before pre or post?
I would say pre
Yeah.
for sure.
Okay.
2000 might be right. It's right there on the cutoff. In my
I feel like it
mind.
was 2000 in my mind, but I don't know.
2000.
Well, there you go. Chalk one up for the good guys. So anyway,
long story short, he's an FCC guy. And he's listening to the radio.
Yeah, he was
today.
asking me what I do. I said, I do a radio show.
Yeah.
I do a morning radio show.
Yeah.
And he said, "Oh, that's interesting. I'm an attorney for the FCC."
Okay.
So I said, "Well, I'll be on my best behavior."
Marwan writes in saying bridal parties also take limos. Okay, maybe.
Pink hats, yeah, they love them.
I don't really. I mean, I would imagine they're more like in the pedal taverns and like buses, party bus over a limo. I thought the party bus put the limo out of business, kind of, in my mind. Which, by the way, shout out to Inward Half. Cody's Ramblings brought to you by Inward Half. I took a party bus with Todd a couple times around town.
Congratulations.
Just boozing and listening to music.
Here?
Yeah. Driver, and had a little bus. Just go around town, just boozing and listening to music.
Guy
Good
called
times.
me lame for taking a limo.
I think the open air
party bus
element
is fun.
of the
Party bus is way more fun.
Party bus around Knoxville.
You can stand up on a party bus. You can't stand up in a limo. That's the big difference, moron.
All right, ludicrous.
It was a damn club. You're driving around.
Nothing will be lamer than the pedal taverns on Broadway in Nashville.
Nothing. Except being an adult riding in a limo.
No, I would get in a limo 10 times out of 10 before I ever pay to pedal up and down a street while I proceedingly get drunk. That just sounds awful.
What about a pedal limo?
How about the tractors, Jackson? How about being pulled in one of those trailers by a tractor?
I like the hot tub. I like the hot tub tractors that get pulled around.
I think that got decommissioned.
I kind of want to invest in this pedal limo.
Just riding around in a tub of STDs on Broadway.
Yeah. As if there weren't enough on the streets.
Eric says he's only seen one limo, and it was driven by a guy named Lightning Charlie who sings at nursing homes. You know?
Sounds like a character.
The guy... I'm trying to think of the guy. No, his name wasn't Charlie, but the limo driver that I referenced, he also drove buses on field trips, and he drove us down to Atlanta one time in high school and essentially threatened to fight all these high school kids in the back of our bus because they said, hey, bus driver. And he looked, and he said, yeah, bitch, yeah. And the limo driver said, I'll turn this damn bus around. We'll sit here. I ain't driving nobody anywhere. You want to talk to me that way? And we just sat there for about 10 minutes of awkwardness. And he's like, I ain't taking you nowhere.
You get off this bus right now.
Yeah, and it was very awkward. My poor marketing teacher, Miss Cito, was like, please apologize, everybody, and be nice. We have to get home. It was like 10 p.m. leaving a Hawks. We went to Atlanta Hawks Phoenix Suns game back when Steve Nash was playing for the Suns. And he was like, I ain't taking us nowhere. We're going to sit here. You just want to act like that. And I mean it.
Those bus drivers back in the day, I mean, they took a lot of grief.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a tough job.
It was tough.
I would 1,000% ride in a limo that was driven by a guy named Lightning Charlie.
Of course. Especially if he's singing to you like he does at the nursing home.
But that checks out. That guy seems like he'd be doing the same. That checks out. That checks out. Any news and notes from the NFL Combine yesterday? I saw Jermod McCoy, saying he was just going to wait for his pro day in March, get here on campus, go through it. I saw the Ohio State freaks. My God.
Did you see that raw athletic score thing for Sonny Styles?
Yeah,
on all 4 positions.
He's the best. He's the best athlete maybe in NFL history.
Yeah, it's insane.
And I was wondering, has there been talk about him becoming a top 10 pick?
Oh, I think he was already a top 10 pick,
okay.
But I think it's more of a who is going to just say, all right, this guy's clearly the best player available.
Yeah.
A couple Titans accounts that I follow were like, I would not be mad if I see Sonny Styles get picked at number 4 for the Titans.
Well, I was going to say, I feel like that has to send him skyrocketing up the draft boards. I didn't realize he was already at number, 7 on Mel Kiper's big board, but it makes sense because that is ridiculous. And Sam, you said 4 different positions.
Yeah, I think they had him, that raw athletic score had him at edge.
Yeah, they put him at
linebacker,
edge.
Corner, and wide receiver.
Corner?
Yeah, they put him at corner and wide receiver. Those were the last 2. 10.0 on all of them.
It was pretty funny because they put him up next to Kyle Hamilton. And he just blew all of Kyle Hamilton's measurables away. And Kyle Hamilton's like, what the hell did I do? Why is doing this to me? Stop. Poor Kyle Hamilton and Clint Capella yesterday. You see that with Clint Capella? DeAndre Ayton had the nerve after a game to be like, they're trying to make me Clint Capella. And everyone's like, man, Clint Capella led the league in rebounding one year. Like he's a pretty damn good big man. Made some good money. And
did you see his response to?
Yeah. DeAndre Ayton, I believe, scored 2 points last night.
Yeah,
or at least he had 2 points when I went to bed last night. And Clint Capella has screenshotted the quote and was like, man, you're playing with two of the best table setters ever. Just lock in, bro. Life could be easy if you just run to the rim and catch lobs from Luka and LeBron. That's all you got to do. But yeah, the Kyle Hamilton one was funny because you could have put anybody up there and it would have made the guy look slow and unathletic. But they went with Kyle Hamilton, who
he said he got frame mogged.
Yeah, frame mogged is what he called it. Yeah, I laughed about that. He did get frame mogged.
I'd say David Bailey had a pretty good day yesterday too. I believe he ran like a 4.51.
Yeah. Those two guys had great days. Maybe the worst day, I didn't see anybody have too negative of testing other than, Ruben Bain with the arms. But Aaron Glenn, falling asleep. I believe during Bailey's running, one of the biggest freaks out there. He fell asleep while he was running the 40 and got caught on camera. That's tough. You can't do that when you're coaching maybe the worst team in the league. When you were maybe the worst team in the league last year, you were pretty pitiful.
I don't even get how you could I just imagine as a head coach there would just be so much excitement about getting to be in the combine, how you fall asleep.
I would say
it's probably long days for those guys.
He probably the traveling. Who knows if he got in that what time he got in, how much he's sleeping, what he's doing, but I don't think it'd be very exciting to watch people run. I would say a lot of those guys, I didn't need to see David Bailey run a 4.51 to know that guy's a stud. There's plenty of stuff on film that tells me that guy's a stud. Watching people exercise, I think we're overstating, Jackson, how exciting that would be.
It's even less exciting talking about it, I can tell you. I hate this time of the year when
I
it
love
comes
the combine.
to you. Love the combine. I hate
time of
the
year.
combine, man. Maybe that's just maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm in a minority, but
yeah, you don't really like ball.
No, actually, I love ball, which is why I don't like the combine because there ain't no ball involved.
I just love the scouting aspect of it. I love following people's college career and then being able to kind of project where they're going to go in the NFL.
It does
and,
nothing
fits
for
best.
me. It's look how fast this guy can run the 40. Wow, 5.2.
Well, sometimes it gets a dude drafted. I mean, look at John Ross and Xavier Worthy.
I don't know if I'd use John Ross as an example because
it got him drafted in the first round.
Well, sure, but that would be a negative.
Yeah.
To
Chris
me,
Johnson.
John Ross is a point away from the combine because it got him drafted. You're right, but it was him being good at exercising and not being good at football.
Yeah,
that's a point for hey, don't worry about it, just watch film or watch the guy actually play versus watching him exercise.
I also like the aspect of I feel like most people think of, all right, let's see which guy just skyrockets up boards through the combine. And I kind of like the element that some teams take of hey, I've turned this guy's tape on all off season. Maybe he had a couple bad, drills in the combine that are going to kind of take him down some boards where you can then go find your value guy type of thing.
Well, sure. I mean, the most famous examples, Jerry Rice ran such a slow 40-yard dash. And these days he would have been 5th, 6th round pick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It'd have been, maybe not even drafted running the way he ran, coming from the size school he came from. I like when people have really bad combines or awesome ones. I don't care about most of them, the difference between 4.4 and 4.45 or whatever. That doesn't matter. But when someone like Sonny Styles just breaks the mold of athleticism, that's something that catches my eyes.
What was your fastest 40 in school?
5.1.
5.1?
Yeah, 5.1. Is
that legit?
Yeah. What was yours?
I think I ran a 5.5 at my best. It's a 5.5 something. What'd you guys run?
I ran a 4.76. It's my fastest.
4.22.
Yeah. The first 20 yards or what?
Sam's the only guy that's beat me in a foot race in the last 10 years.
You know what I was actually good at was
I didn't want to race you.
just 20.
I didn't want to race Sam for the record. I usually only race people I think I can beat, but we had to do it for the combine.
We did the backwards 20.
I dusted Walker.
Did you guys ever run backwards? Did you ever do that?
Yeah, it's good exercise.
They say that improves your stride length.
It does.
To do the backwards shuttles. Do they do that at the combine? They do the backwards 20 or anything? Yeah.
I did see a very sus video though of like some guy who was like the designated stretcher.
Oh yeah.
They were doing like flexibility tests, and they had the guy just like roll over onto his back, and he like split his legs open, and I was like, whoa.
I mean, there is some homoeroticism in football. There is, but we just have to deal with it. It's fine. Like
Christian Wilkins.
Well, I kind of got him ostracized from the sport, I think. Maybe. I don't know. But, yeah, like every time you see somebody, like, getting down and, like, stretching and, like, checking the hamstrings and stuff, I mean, you just kind of got to throw that out the window. Like, hey, get me loose, stretch me out. Let's go.
I thought it was interesting. Jacob Rodriguez said he was not going to bench press, and that's the only thing he's not doing.
I guess he doesn't feel comfortable doing it.
I guess.
But he graded. That's the Texas Tech linebacker. The really good linebacker that switched over from quarterback. I was surprised to see his athleticism score be as high as it was. I mean, he was in not the Sonny Styles range, but he looked like he could play NFL linebacker. He was athletic enough to do that. I wasn't sure if he was going to be a legitimate prospect at the next level, and it did seem like he has the athleticism there. I don't know if bench press is even important to linebackers. I know bench press is important to linemen.
Yeah.
Because you want to be able to push and move, but I don't know if that matters for linebackers or not.
I don't think it. I mean, it's only 2 plates, which is that's
225.
Yeah, 225. I don't. That doesn't say a whole lot about your strength. It maybe from a compound movement standpoint, but from a football. I mean, from a skill position, you don't necessarily need to be able to.
The better measurement would be power cleans if they wanted to really measure.
Yeah.
Like if you explosiveness.
I agree with that.
Bench press is just pure strength. I mean, that's pure chest and arm strength.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think it makes sense for linemen.
Yeah.
On the chest strength. Linebacker, I mean, you will get blocked sometimes. You need to be able to disengage, but for the most part, you're not coming in and getting blocked with your hands or whatever. You're just kind of trying to run and getting hit with the shoulder or whatever. You're trying to put your shoulder in.
I think it's all kind of silly, but it's something we do every year.
I mean, there are aspects of the measurements that do matter. I think the broad jump and the vertical jump, those matter. I mean, because you get for a receiver, you can understand where you can high point the ball and that kind of thing. I mean, you get a general measure of someone's athleticism.
Now, what? Okay, vertical jump. I hear you. What with the broad jump? What is that doing? How is that translated to football?
I don't know. I said that one. And
was that not just leg strength?
Yeah,
I've always taken that as just
strength.
your leg strength, explosiveness.
If you hand the running back the ball at the 4-yard line, he can jump all the way into the end zone.
No, I think that's just supposed to measure your leg strength, your explosiveness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Like how far you can fire off. I mean, that's kind of what I've always.
They do
thought
high
was.
Jump too.
No, they don't do high jump. No. They do the vertical jump.
Pole vault.
And that one to me doesn't really matter outside of.
I want to see an offensive lineman pole vault.
Just make him do the decathlon.
I guess the defensive lineman, vertical jump's important. Linebacker, that's important. Cornerback,
How
wide
about
receiver,
a swimming? How about a swimming test? Let's put everybody in a pool so you can do the most laps.
Looking at Yahoo Sports' updated mock draft, Sam. They just put it out 15 minutes ago. They didn't move Styles up. He's still all the way down at number 12 to the Cowboys. So him breaking the chart, it's not like it just immediately catapulted him up.
Styles.
I can say
it's the guy that had the best athletic.
He probably won't make it to 12.
No, I don't think so either. But they still have Jahmai McCoy at number 11. So
what's his name?
Sonny Styles from Ohio State.
Sonny Styles, AJ Styles, Harry Styles. Who would you rather have lunch with?
Honestly, none of them.
Definitely Harry. It's got to be Harry, right?
How am I going to talk to Harry about?
What it's like to be a major star, I guess.
Man, what's the craziest story?
Hey, man, you ever ride in a limousine?
Yeah, I don't give a damn what.
I bet Harry Styles rode in a limo.
I ain't really got any thoughts on what Harry Styles says.
I'd be happy.
You like Harry Styles?
I don't necessarily dislike him. I just find him pretty boring.
I will say his new song, he used to have like a nice summer bop every year.
Sure.
His new one, it ain't doing it for me. You heard the new one?
He's washed.
Yeah, it seems that way.
I'd be happy if Jermod McCoy ended up in Kansas City, the number 9. I'd be very content with that pick.
Yeah, if you're Jahmai McCoy, you hope that you're still going to get to stay in that first cornerback taken range. and really anywhere from 9. I mean, it's really starting at 9. The Chiefs they haven't taken Jeremiah Love. The Chiefs don't have a roster good enough to take a damn running back at number 9, I don't think.
Especially with how they utilize running backs,
Sure.
would be a waste.
The Bengals at 10, they need defensive help. The Dolphins need everything. Maybe they would just take Jamad and let him, kind of work the rust off and get back out there. The Cowboys need defensive help. The Rams at 13. The Ravens at 14. I feel like if you're McCoy, you feel good about any of those spots right there in the early teens for sure. Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
Everybody needs corners for the most part.
Do you think not testing at the combine is going to make him drop it all, though?
No, I think if he comes out and does his pro day and looks great doing his pro day.
No, yeah, I agree. I think the fundamentals of him being an elite corner are still there. That's not something that just goes away. So I think he'll be just fine.
To me, Sam, it was a bit of a, maybe not red flag, but I get it for quarterbacks. They don't want to throw at the combine with new receivers. I want to come get my guys looked at. I want to have them come here and have the teams all come check out our players. But if you're McCoy not doing it, yeah, that is a little bit of a warning sign that I'd look at and say, you better really bring it at pro day.
I just feel like there's, a handful of teams that kind of have the line of thinking of hey, you don't go out there and perform at the combine, then you're not really there trying to be the biggest competitive guy.
Well, that's what Robert Saleh said.
Yeah.
I mean, the Titans front office, came and said, hey, we're here. Unless you're hurt, get out there and compete. Let's go. Earn your spot. It's kind of the Darren Peterson conversation. If I was in charge, I'd want the people that are just freaks out there willing to compete with everybody. Because I think that's a green flag, when you're looking for competitors. Sonny Styles, go out there and show me. Oh, wow, what a stud. Okay, yeah, he'd rise up my draft board. Let's go to break, Jackson. Let's talk sports on Fan Run Radio.
Can't get enough Fan Run Radio? Download the free Fan Run app and take the best Tennessee sports conversations with you wherever you go. Fan Run Radio, the flagship station for Tennessee fans.
This ain't no wishy-washy, limp-wristed, kale-eating, half-ass sports radio station.
We're your in-your-face, truth-telling, say it loud, flag-waving, face-painting, hardcore, bring the noise, causing a ruckus, don't give a damn sports station.
Sports talk that doesn't just hang up and listen.
For the fans. This is Fan Run Radio.
Get some.
What kind of day is it? It's a White Claw day. Grab a pack, grab your friends, everything else in life can wait. Your friends shouldn't. Let's go. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Welcome to Axle Logistics, where excellence isn't just a goal, it's an energy. As a leading third-party logistics company, Axle is powered by an award-winning culture built on a work-hard, play-hard mentality. Here, the drive for success is contagious, and hard work never goes unnoticed. Whether you're just starting out or looking to level up, Axle Logistics is the place to launch your career. Join us and take your ambition to the stars. To learn more, visit axlelogistics.com.
Vol fans, reimagine your home at Broadway Carpets and Flooring for any remodeling or building needs. With a variety of carpets, rugs, hardwood, vinyl, and stone, Broadway has all the flooring and installation options you're looking for, including pet-resistant products like Pet Perfect Carpet from Shaw Floors. Visit their showroom in downtown Knoxville or the location in West Knoxville located on Kingston Pike near Pellissippi Parkway today.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
You said you don't care about the combine updates. What about the update coming from VolQuest that Faison Brandon, as he gets set to try to win a starting quarterback job, as he gets set to try to out-battle George McIntyre, Faison Brandon is up over 10 pounds and now sitting around 215.
That's a real quarterback right there.
Hey, I heard George has put on weight too.
They said the quote, every weigh-in is a personal best, which means he is gaining weight, so that's good. He is, quote, pushing 200 pounds.
Took George 2 years to gain 5 pounds, took Faison 2 months to gain 10. I got my quarterback.
Hey, all I'm hearing is that this new strength and conditioning coordinator is doing his job. That's what I'm hearing, which is what I like to hear.
It's the best you can hope.
It might be a really, redneck take, but I do got to say, seeing that Faison Brandon has come in and put on 10 pounds and got to 215, he's ahead in the quarterback battle as far as I'm concerned. Now, we'll see, because it's not like he played a lot of high school football last year either. I mean, he didn't show up basically to the very end of the season to take his team, through the state tournament. But in my personal rankings, I got Faison 60, George 40 right now in my race.
We'll see what they look like on the field. You interested in spring practice?
Yeah, I'm much more interested in spring practice now than I would have been had Joey Aguilar been back. I would not have been interested in spring practice with Joey Aguilar out there. And that's not even, shade to Joey. It's just there's nothing they could have really said about him that would have excited me.
Hey, you threw another pick. You going to go to the orange and white game?
No. No, I'm not going to do that.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Too good for the orange and white game?
I'm not going to say I'm too good. I'm just saying I'm not going to go. I've got no judgment to anybody that wants to go.
Well, you said it in kind of a condescending
Well,
tone.
I hope the people going are taking their kids.
I'll probably go. I mean, I don't know.
You're a student. That's okay. It's allowed. It's your last thing. That's your last chance to get inside of Neyland Stadium.
Speaking of students, Jackson, a UT student wrote in on the chat that they still call it the Spam Can building.
Oh, cool.
Chalk that up as a W for me. Right again, as always.
Well, look, I mean, I'm just basing it off what that tour guide said.
Yeah,
I mean,
checkmate.
obviously that tour guide didn't do a very good job because I ended up going to Ole Miss for 2 years. So
that's terrible.
Or you didn't do a good job of making a decision.
Yeah. I will agree with you on that.
What was the tour guide like?
I really don't remember.
Was it a student?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sam, did you ever hear it called the Spam Cam? Spam Can?
Honestly, no.
Yeah, I was going to say I didn't either.
Well, you guys probably never had. Did you ever have class over there? I mean,
I don't know what building you're talking about.
Okay, then you're probably not the right person to ask. You'd need to ask somebody who goes to the business school or who has had classes in the business school, because that's part of that college there. They're building a big, new, nice building.
I was a business student for the first couple of years. I had classes in that building, and we never called it the Spam Can.
Okay. Well, people in the chat would disagree. They would agree
Point
with me.
for me.
Yeah, well, sounds like you guys are all
Looks
wrong.
like it's 2-1 Jackson now over
So-
Cody.
It sounds like you guys just didn't pay much attention.
2-1.
Sounds like to me.
Blue Wave Jackson.
A lot of ugly buildings over there. That's one of the ugliest for sure.
I'm not even going to ask you, Sam, about big Faison getting up to 215. But like I said, it does give him a lead as far as I'm concerned. And I do think you'll see a difference. I do think his more compact 215 is going to be a lot more physically impressive than George's lankier 200 pounds.
Yeah. Faison's my, he's my end game quarterback for Tennessee.
He's your end game, the one you're going to marry?
He's just – I love George. George is a Nashville kid. I really wanted him to come to Tennessee. But the moment I started getting word that we were recruiting Faison, I say we, Tennessee was recruiting Faison Brandon, and that there was real traction there. And then, of course, they just were like a match made in heaven. I've always just imagined what this kid could bring to the University of Tennessee. And the fact that he's this ahead in the weight gain room, just
don't get your hopes up.
Listen, I wouldn't give him a full lead. I'd give him 50%, George 40%, and I got to give 10% to my guy Ryan.
Your guy?
I've got a class with him.
Okay.
He's a nice kid. I'm doing a group project with him.
Okay.
You got his number?
I do.
See if he knows it's the spam can.
I emailed. He's been on campus for less than like 2 months. I emailed our group, and Ryan was the first one to respond with his phone number to coordinate for this group project. So right then I was like, you know what, this guy, he's an athlete, but he also cares about his academics. So I'm going to give him at least some kind of.
He'll
jump
look
in
good
this.
with that headset on.
It's an organized QB3.
Baby. Jim Bob Cooter.
He's a really nice guy. I will say he's really nice.
Well, that's good.
He'll
At
be
least
doing a good job holding up that sign.
At least he's not a jerk. You can't be a third string quarterback and be a jerk. I'm planting my flag in Faison Brandon's camp.
We are headed for Ainge and Schaefer 2.0. That's what we're going back to. 22 years later. 2 freshman quarterbacks battling it out.
Yeah, it's not like George is going to have much more experience. I mean, he is a freshman. Through what, like 9 passes last year?
Yeah, I mean, played for a minute.
He doesn't have any more experience than Faison.
That's the only thing he has is a year of experience, like of going through the season on the team. Like the difference between college and high school, that's it. Like he doesn't have more actual experience that matters. Like you could say that he knows the system better or whatever, but I think Faison everything I've been told about Faison behind the scenes that the kid is like sharp. That like, he has it.
A screen pass against New Mexico State doesn't really give you any more experience than anything Faison's done.
Hour 2 in the books. We'll kick off hour 3 with some headlines. We'll talk some Tennessee, Alabama coming up. Stick with us right here on Fan Run Radio.
Check out our new and improved website at fanrunradio.com.
At Knoxville Insurance Group, they understand the challenges many consumers face when searching for insurance coverage. That's why whether it's for you, your family, or your business, they create a coverage plan specifically for your unique needs. Knoxville Insurance Group is an independent firm, which means they aren't beholden to just one insurance company. They search multiple companies acting as your negotiator to find you the best possible policy and price. Start a quote in minutes at KnoxvilleInsuranceGroup.com or call them today at 865-694-9788.
Hi, this is Dr. Stephen Malone at Knoxville Smiles. Has it been a while since your last dental visit? If so, I'd like to invite you to come see us. At Knoxville Smiles, it's our vision to provide the best dental care in town in a relaxed, friendly environment. So if it's been a while and you've been putting it off, don't wait any longer. Come see us at Knoxville Smiles. You can schedule an appointment online at knoxvillesmiles.com or by phone at 865-539-1776.
We really need to get some branded stuff. Shirts, hats, promo items, something professional.
I mean, we could just find a website and order a bunch of it ourselves.
You could, but you're taking a big risk. You don't know the quality, the fit, the timeline. It's a roll of the dice.
Yeah, I guess, but isn't that how everyone does it now?
Not the ones who actually care about how their brand looks. Look, if we're putting our name on it, it needs to be done right. We need SM Athletics.
SM Athletics?
Yeah, they specialize in working with businesses like ours. Apparel, hats, promo gear, but real, customized stuff. They actually care if it turns out right.
Probably a lot better than getting stuck with 100 t-shirts with crooked logos.
Exactly. Plus, they'll walk you through everything. Sizing, colors, material, so it matches the image we're trying to build.
Makes sense. What's the name again?
SM Athletics. Trust me, if you want to look like a real company, not a flea market stand, this is the move. If you're serious about your brand, work with people who are serious about getting it right. SM Athletics.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
Smoky Mountain Brewery is the place to be for game day. From the moment you walk in, it's wall-to-wall big screens, making Smoky Mountain Brewery the perfect place to watch the Vols or your favorite team in action. With locations in Turkey Creek, Maryville, Pigeon Forge, and Gatlinburg, you're never far away from a great time at Smoky Mountain Brewery. Try one of their world-famous microbrews like Black Bear Ale, Mountain Light, or Cherokee Ale. Juicy burgers, wings that bring the heat, and delicious handmade pizzas made with hand-tossed crust from the freshest ingredients and their own special sauce from a secret recipe, topped off with hand-grated cheese and farm-fresh toppings. And don't forget, those famous microbrews are also available in kegs for your next party or in six-packs and growlers to go. So grab your crew and head to Smoky Mountain Brewery and tell them Fan Run Radio sent you. Smoky Mountain Brewery. Eat local, eat good.
Talk Sports. Talk Sports. Talk Sports.
Talk Sports. Talk Sports from 7 to 10. Overrated, underrated on Wednesday. Fan Run Radio, Talk Sports said, not in my house, I ain't talking to Kim, babe. Johnny Cody out here asking where the ops at. Tennessee volunteers here for combat. It's the Cherokee Ghost, John Reed and Cody doing everything we can to bring Rocky Top back. Talk Sports from 7 to 10. Never leave a witness, never leave loose ends. Nico ain't nothing but a nuisance. 2026, we making new friends.
Talk Sports.
Hour number 3 kicking off here in the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios.
Talk Sports.
Goodbye to Big Stack Jackson. most you wouldn't do it blindly. Like most people wouldn't transfer without being able to be recruited by a school or visit a school and discuss numbers and do all those things.
Got a catastrophe over here across the glass. Huh? How many Ethiopians does it take to fix a light socket? Look at all these guys over here.
William's on it. William's going to fix it. William's got it under control. Good job by you, William.
Yeah, so blind
Not
transfers.
the Shador Sanders watch. Did he mess it up? What the hell did he do over there?
It was perfect timing from him.
Yeah.
Well, perfect time would have been like 3 minutes before, whenever we were doing our best bit. Was that all that muted over there, Maddie? What the hell did you do?
On our side, everything on our side was muted. So the whole nice comments made about me for the first 5 minutes are just gone out the window.
Maddie. I put you in that chair and you immediately just
whoa. This is not a me issue. I blame.
Who was it?
I don't know how it was a camera issue, and then it led to the audio. Technology these days. It's not the
accountability.
Accountability. Listen, I don't take accountability if I can't spell the word. Okay, so
I thought you had a 300 IQ. What the hell happened to that?
That's a pretty easy word because it's literally two words that are easy just put together.
Okay, I know how to spell accountability. All right, let's slow down.
Take some. So yeah, these guys, you could back in the day you could do that with high school recruiting too, like with the whole letter of intent. Like guys would sign the letter of intent to guarantee their spot and do all that stuff, but. There were a couple prospects. It's like he's not going to sign a letter. He's just going to show up at the school. That was the whole talk. I don't know if you remember that.
Oh, of course.
But so now the equivalent of that is just being a real college student, like me or you or Maddie or Sam or whoever's been to college. You could transfer any semester. You don't necessarily have to go visit the school and do all this stuff. You just decide, hey, I'm going to go to this school. And you do it. That's what these players are going to do. They're going to just withdraw from their school and enroll somewhere else and I guess just try to walk on the football team.
Walk hard.
Get there and earn a scholarship, earn some money, whatever is the idea. Him saying 15 high-profile guys, though, is crazy. If he told me it was like 3 guys were going to do it, 5 guys were going to do it.
Yeah, he says 15.
Do you think that maybe there's a quarterback out there?
I hope so.
That would do it.
We need one. We just talked about how Faison and GMAC are competing hard over there, doing everything they can. But I would take a transfer. Yeah. Who would you like to have?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't want to go fantasy shopping all these quarterbacks that aren't even in the damn portal.
It's going to be lit Saturday night, says Tennessee basketball, as every seat at tomorrow's game will come with its very own light-up wristband. Be sure to arrive early so you don't miss the pregame light show at Thompson Bowling Arena.
John, will you be in attendance, John?
I will not be. You?
No, I'll be in Davidson.
Davidson?
Steph Curry country.
Ah, okay. For some reason you said that, my mind went to Dayton, Ohio. Davidson.
Davidson.
I thought Davidson County.
So you do the club basketball.
Yeah.
Are you going over there for that?
Correct.
You guys are playing at Davidson?
Yep.
Are they like in your conference or whatever?
In our conference. Winning team, we play them twice. Winning team moves on to regionals. Big deal. Big game.
Winning twice, so does point differential come into play here?
If we go 1-1, yeah.
Right. Obviously, I know point differential wouldn't have to come into play, Matt, if a team was 2-0.
Hey, man, you should just take accountability. If you don't
I did take
know,
accountability.
Just take it.
I understand that if a team goes 2-0, guess what? The point differential is going to be in their favor, seeing how they won both damn games, Matty.
Yeah.
I'll tell you who didn't take accountability yesterday, and that was Hill Dog. She said she'd never met Jeffrey Epstein.
Yep.
Are you seated lower than them? Are they better than you guys?
We're seated higher.
Then why do you have to go on the road?
Because it's our last 2 games of the regular season.
Gotcha. So wait, time out. So if it's the last 2 games of the regular season, is it the point differential for the entire season or just this weekend?
The point differential based on the tiebreaker would come down to the 2 teams that are tied in the conference competing for regionals. So in this case, it would be the point differential between us 2 only, because everything else is tied between all the other tiebreakers.
Right. But I'm saying it's point differential based on the head-to-head matchups or point differential based on the whole season is what I'm asking.
The head-to-head matchups between us 2. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, Cody.
Heavy short-form video use
good?
has been linked
to feeling good about it? You're going to win?
Jesus Christ.
I mean, I think
Can I
our program's
read
excited.
the
It's a
news?
big deal for our program. Probably the biggest games in program history. We
Biggest
understand
games in program history?
we win, we go to regionals, gives us a chance to go to nationals.
Where would regionals be
What,
at?
are you playing college basketball?
He plays, the club level. Club level.
Regionals.
He's not on the Tennessee team, obviously.
Yeah.
We're not playing at Davidson.
He would
tomorrow.
be if I was in charge of the team.
Yes,
I'd put
there
Maddie
you
on
go.
there.
There you go, Cuddy. No, we're feeling
You
good.
wouldn't play much, but you'd be on the team.
I wouldn't play much, but I could hit a few free throws. The stakes are high. We're excited. Team's looking forward to it.
Sounds like a good time.
Are you the damn PR guy? Or
I'm everything. I am media trained, as you know. But I mean, I am the COO and general manager of the team as well.
Okay.
So,
Not the coach, though?
No, not the. I hired the head coach. Yeah.
You
Go
get
ahead.
preferential treatment?
No, I don't. I've never told him once who to play.
Maddie has to guarantee his starting spot. As far as I'm a starting point
You
guard,
know what's
no matter
interesting?
what.
I started my first 2 years. We were a losing program. I stopped starting. Now we win all of a sudden. So clearly,
You know, correlation doesn't always equal causation.
You know what that's called?
But sometimes it does.
Accountability.
There you go.
Sometime it
You're like a
does.
real Charlie Conway from the Mighty Ducks. You ever
Yes,
watch
I am.
that?
Yes, I
Take
am.
me out, coach.
Yeah,
Banks is better. Put Banks in.
I've gotten that this week along with Barney Stinson from How I Met Your Mother. if you've ever seen it.
Wow, that's crazy. Heavy short form video use has been linked to reduced frontal brain activity and poorer focus, according to a new study. Oh, you're going to point at me, Mr. TikTok? You're going to point at me?
What was the headline again?
Heavy short form video use has been linked to reduced frontal brain activity.
Yeah.
Don't point at me. That's you, Mr. Reels.
That's you. You watch it
What?
all the time.
What are you talking about?
You come in. Oh, I saw this video of this guy getting beheaded. Oh, I saw this. I saw that. You watch your whole life in 15-second increments.
Have you seen this video of this
Who
French
says they get on
bulldog
the
eating the burrito?
Hold on. Didn't you sit here and tell the entire audience that you get on your TV and scroll through YouTube Shorts?
Here he goes. He's gonna
do?
he's gonna point out the major logical flaw in whatever I said in the past.
Sam,
here it comes.
Do you remember him saying
he's
that
gonna be right, everybody?
he
Hey,
sits-
spoiler
he sit-
alert, everybody! Johnny's gonna be right about something, and he's gonna tell you about
Johnny
it.
can keep up with his
He's
own
gonna
lies.
let you know how he's right about it.
Cody sits on his TV and watches YouTube Shorts all night, but he's not the
All
guy that
night,
watches short
all night,
videos.
all night.
That's what you say.
all night.
That's what you say.
If anybody here is known for reels and TikToks, it's you, buddy.
No, it's not.
Come
It's
on.
you. You literally pull them up on
Really?
your TV.
Sam, when you think reels and TikToks, do you think me or him?
I mean, you did say that you watch them on your like on
Sam,
TV.
reels and TikToks, not YouTube, not
It's a
shorts.
reel.
Reels and
Those
TikToks.
are
It's a reel. It's
Maddie.
the same link.
I have a question.
Okay.
Caught his
Do
lie
you-
again.
Do you use the YouTube app or are you Apple playing?
It's just
from your
on my
phone?
TV.
Okay.
It's just on the YouTube.
You're not using your phone to broadcast it on.
No, there's a
TV.
button on the
Okay.
remote. It says
because that would
YouTube.
be concerning.
No, I just push YouTube on the remote.
Got it.
Goes to the TV.
Please note, I've never watched Shorts on my TV.
But you do watch women getting dressed.
I do from time to time. I like to keep up with fashion. The Get Ready With Me. I like to get ready with
California
me.
wineries are shutting down as the industry has been crushed by major drinking habits. Any concern about this?
So
wine
basically,
country is
no one's buying wine anymore. The young generation doesn't.
wine
drink.
country is struggling big time.
Doesn't really affect me. So like, I'm not going to say I'm concerned, but it does suck for people that enjoy wine.
Oh no, here's a terrible story. A man was gambling on his phone while driving when he crashed into a woman and did he kill her? Did she die? I don't know. It says she gave birth when he hit her. That's crazy. The woman, 2 children in the car, their pet dog were all injured. Okay, so nobody died, but they were all injured, and it caused the woman to give premature birth to her baby. That's a terrible story. Do you think he? Hopefully, he got his parlay in.
Yeah, I
before
was
the
going to
odds
say that's
changed.
kind of what everybody wants to know is did he win the bet?
It doesn't say in the story.
Oh.
Do you see what Colton Hood said about the differences in Coach Prime and Coach Heupel?
No, what do you say?
I don't know. I was asking if you had seen it.
I did not.
According to scientists, there is belief that a recent study may support the existence of the earthquake described in biblical accounts during Jesus' crucifixion. How about that? Scientists confirming in line with some religious text. The earthquake, you familiar with the earthquake in the Bible?
Honestly, not really.
Yeah, me neither, but apparently it's a big thing that happened. Earthquake during Jesus' crucifixion proven to be true by latest research, says the Daily Mail.
Interesting.
Yeah, also interesting, newly released ring footage that showed 12 vehicles passing a Tucson back road the same early morning that the 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie was believed to be
Okay,
abducted.
can we talk about something, though?
Yeah.
You've been keeping up with Nancy Guthrie, correct?
Not really.
No?
No.
Maddie?
Barely. I know the
Sam?
basics. I think she's dead.
I do too at this point.
To me, that's kind of irrelevant at this point.
Look at this. It's French. Look at this French bulldog eating a burrito. Isn't that sweet?
It's AI.
That's not AI. That's real.
You think
I
a
get
dog? You
I
think
get
that's
caught by that
real?
all
Look
the
how
time.
cute he is.
You think that's a real video?
That's not AI. You think it's AI?
You think this dog is holding
me
a
see.
burrito and the burrito's not spilling
so
anything?
cute. It's a French bulldog eating a burrito.
I can't really make it out, honestly. I'm
It's a
blind.
dog sitting back with his owner, holding a burrito in its hands and
Yeah, if
calmly
he's holding
licking
his
it and
hand,
eating
that's
it.
AI.
It's clearly AI.
It's not AI. It's real.
You're like my mother.
I
know AI
get
when I
caught
see
by it all the time, Cody. My sister said, "Look at me and go, polar bears don't love humans." I don't know why.
Let
you
let
think
me
they're
ask
hugging.
Gork if it's AI.
But back to what I was saying about Nancy Guthrie.
Yeah.
We got to have a discussion about this at some point. I know the federal level's got other stuff they're worried about, but like we all saw the Ring camera footage, correct?
Yeah.
Of the burglar
Yeah.
doing the weird stuff, putting the camera. Apparently Nancy Guthrie wasn't paying to have the Ring camera covering stuff in the front of the house. That was not a service that she had signed up and subscribed for, meaning that they were just spying that Ring is recording everything.
Well, they told you that during the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Well, I know, but are we okay with just being watched even when
No,
we're not paying for it?
No, people are not okay with it.
Well,
That's
I'm
just-
unfamiliar with this. You're
We
saying,
went on this.
You're saying Ring is recording even if you're not paying
Yeah.
for it?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Like
They-
she had not been paying for the service to have the front of her house monitored, but they still had the footage.
Yeah,
Did we
and
not talk
Maddie,
about this
they-
after the Super Bowl?
Yeah, they ran a whole ad campaign during the Super Bowl telling you that they were recording.
Because I was
without your
telling you
permission.
about how the house that I just moved into, like the old owners, like left their Ring cameras there, and Charlie got spooked by that Ring camera ad, and he just went and duct taped both of the Ring cameras that like are sitting there but are inactive.
So
Apparently.
the Super Bowl commercial was telling you that, hey, you don't have to pay for our service to have us watch you, because that wasn't my takeaway from the commercial, but admittedly, I think that came on early in the game when I was still trying to figure out my parlays and get my booze.
I think it was
and
very
snacks.
just subtly telling you that all their stuff has cameras in it that are always.
It's
We're always watching was their
it's
motto.
Scary, man. It's scary because now there's footage out there you don't even know exists. Like there's 17 seconds of footage of Charlie wearing a Klan outfit that he didn't plan for that to be on camera, and like that could surface at any moment.
Charlie is a professional rising in the ranks. You can't say that stuff about him. He's going to be the damn voice of the Vols at some point. You can't say that about him.
He didn't have the hood on, just the robe.
It's just a hoodie. He's just wearing a sweatshirt.
So you're outraged that nobody's talking about this?
Well, no, it just feels like it should be a bigger deal
This
of
is
us
the
living
same
in
thing
a.
with those vacuum cleaners that are just the robots on your floor, like those.
Oh, the Roombas.
Yeah, those Roombas. Those have cameras in them the same way.
What?
Yeah.
No, they have motion detectors. They don't have cameras.
I mean, I don't know if they do or
Have
not.
fun with China looking at every single square inch of your living room.
You're telling me while John's walking around the house with no shoes on and just
Naked.
bare feet.
Naked.
You're seeing his nasty toes. Yeah.
That's a scary
Fun guy
sight.
toenail.
That ain't the worst they're seeing if I'm naked.
What's the worst?
You don't want to know.
No, I don't.
You don't want to know. But that's it. That seems crazy that we just like that. Even if it's like, hey, we're under surveillance, like we all kind of know, like, hey, our phones are recording everything, hey, our computers, blah, blah, blah. But like for them to like let that footage get out for all of us to see, it just feels kind of crazy. They should keep that secret that they're spying on all of us.
Someone in the chat said it's like a flock camera. They search the footage from other Ring cameras for lost pets and things like that.
Well,
yeah, that's what they say.
You know, that feels like a big plot hole of the 2025 movie Weapons.
Here we go.
You would think that on Weapons, somebody's Ring camera would have picked up all these damn kids running. You know what I mean? Even when I was watching that movie, I was like, really? Like, no one's picking up anything here? No one's got any footage of all these damn kids running through the neighborhood? We all have Ring cameras now.
So is my understanding correct that your thing records until and you can't get the footage until you decide to pay for it?
Maybe that's it. Maybe like you just don't get the footage.
Then
but
how
like
did they get the footage? I'm
well,
sure it
because
was
the cops,
subpoenaed.
the feds,
Yeah, it was
yeah,
subpoenaed. Right.
yeah. Hell, maybe TMZ paid for the footage. I don't know.
Right.
Can you spell subpoena?
SUPOENA.
No.
No?
No.
Not even close.
Yeah, you missed like 3 letters there.
Did I?
This guy can't
Yeah.
spell. That's tough.
Is it? How do
If
you
you were in
spell
a spelling bee, they would have said "ding."
I lost when I was a kid on truck. I spelled it with a Q.
TRUQ.
Let's go to break. It's Talk Sports on Fan Run Radio.
Knoxville.
Hey, Vols fans, Cody Brown here. I grew up right here in Tennessee and know what it means when someone says, I've got your back. That's why you can trust Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Whether it's your home, your vehicle, your family's future, or the business you built from the ground up, we will show up for all of your insurance needs. We are Tennesseans who understand what matters, which is doing right by you. Insurance is not all about just paperwork and policies, but it's about the people we insure every day. So if you want insurance that hits home, give me a call at 865-992-3871. Go Vols.
Located in Knoxville's historic Old City, Barley's offers great food, live music, the best draft beer selection in town, and now your new favorite place to watch sports. Their indoor projector is perfect for any weather, and they've revamped their upstairs area with more TVs to take in all of the action. Their menu features hand-battered chicken tenders, juicy burgers, fresh salads, and the tastiest pizza in Knoxville. You can enjoy their happy hour drink specials daily from open until 6 p.m. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
Ball fans, reimagine your home at Broadway Carpets and Flooring for any remodeling or building needs. With a variety of carpets, rugs, hardwood, vinyl, and stone, Broadway has all the flooring and installation options you're looking for, including pet-resistant products like Pet Perfect Carpet from Shaw Floors. Visit their showroom in downtown Knoxville or the location in West Knoxville located on Kingston Pike near Pellissippi Parkway today.
Your tax refund belongs to you, not an identity thief. Over $6 billion in tax refunds were flagged by the IRS for possible identity theft last year. If you're in a bind this tax season, LifeLock can help. They monitor and alert you to identity threats you'd miss on your own, even if you're careful with your personal information. And if you do become a victim of tax-related identity fraud, LifeLock has U.S.-based restoration specialists ready to help solve your identity theft issue. Plus, all LifeLock plans are backed by the $1 Million Protection Package, meaning LifeLock will reimburse you up to the limits of your plan if you lose money due to identity theft. Let LifeLock help protect your financial info, so all you have to worry about is what you do with your tax refund. Go to LifeLock.com, save up to 25% off your first year. The promo code is HERD, promo code HERD, to save up to 25% off your first year. LifeLock.com. Identity theft protection starts here.
Yeah, it's another day, but what kind of day is it really? A day of doom scrolling? Laundry day? Nah, it's a White Claw day. Light and refreshing tasting, uniquely cold way filtered. There's an iconic flavor for everyone. So grab a pack, grab your friends. Make the most of each day with those who matter most. When you're together with White Claw, every day is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. You just gotta grab it. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Fan Run Radio, where Big Orange Country comes to talk sports. Start your morning off with your daily dose of Talk Sports with John Reed and Cody McClure from 8 to 11. Then it's Tony Basilio from 11 to 1. The Playbook with William Pattison from 1 to 3. And The Drive from 3 to 6. It's 10 hours of hard-hitting local sports radio every day, right here on the flagship station for Tennessee fans. This is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
Tennessee, Alabama. Big game this weekend for the Vols. Must win? No, it's not a must win, but it's a big one. It's one you need to win as you continue to try to improve your seeding as much as you can. Alabama comes in as a quad one opportunity. It comes in as a big game. The metrics have it as a close game. I believe Ken Pom has Tennessee as 4 points, a 4-point victor. And I said I thought the spread would be closer to 4.5, 5.5, somewhere around there. I think I said 5.5. Alabama comes in on a winning streak, including an absolute beatdown over Mississippi State. Of course, Tennessee comes in a loser in their last game, but not only a loser that turned the ball over a whole bunch after they had kind of fixed those problems in the games previous. They had a nice little streak of games under double-digit turnovers, but against Missouri, they did not care for the basketball. They turned the ball over 15 times and dropped a game that would have been nice for the resume. That only makes this game even more important when it comes to Tennessee winning. Cody, how you feeling?
Well, I feel good about it, given Rick Barnes' success against Nate Oates. I believe, 5 in a row, 6 in a row? It's at least 5, if not 6. I think it's 5. That we have beaten Alabama with Rick Barnes. He owns Nate Oates. Got him at home. Got him in your building. You should win the game. I mean, you should simply win the game. Although I will say, did you know Alabama is on a bit of a heater? They are averaging 92 points a game in conference play. 5 guys averaging over double figures as well.
Well, they've scored 100 points in 2 of their last 3. Now, the Arkansas game, of course, a little bit of an outlier when you consider they went to double overtime. But even without double overtime, they still had 95 points at the end of regulation.
Well, to average 92 in conference play is pretty crazy.
Sure. Now, with that being said, they haven't had that level of success against Tennessee.
No, they ain't never scored 92 against Rick Barnes.
Tennessee has done a really good job of keeping Nate Oates' offense in check.
In the mud.
If you just go look at the last matchups, we do this every time we're getting ready to play Alabama, but I think it's worth pointing out. Last game this year, 73 points. 76, the one before that. 74, the one before that. 71, the one before that. 59, the one before that. Those were Alabama's totals during Tennessee's 5-game win streak. Hell, even the one that Alabama beat us in Tuscaloosa in 2022 when John Fulkerson and Kenny Chandler set, they scored 73 points. When they beat us in the SEC tournament in 2021, they only scored 73 points.
Keeping them in the mud. So they haven't beaten Tennessee since 2022?
That's correct.
Is that right?
Yeah, and again, that game was one of the first, I think the first game of SEC play, and both Kenny Chandler and John Fulkerson were out that game.
How about that? Alabama hasn't beaten us since John Fulkerson was here.
0-5. 0-5.
Some might say they're due.
And
I would say they're not.
It's been a mix, too. I mean, Tennessee, a 9-point victory where they kind of just led for most of the way. A 20-point beatdown at home during Dalton Connect's season.
That's when they were number 1, right? When we absolutely throttled them.
That was 2022, 2023 season. They were 1.
When they were number 1 here?
Correct.
Yeah, the Brandon Miller year, and that's when they only scored 59. We kind of shut them down that year. Then you beat them by 20 points at home. You went down to Tuscaloosa, beat them by 7. The last 2, of course, have been, especially the one in Knoxville last year, the Meshack quarter court three-pointer at the buzzer beater. I mean, that was a game that you kind of stole from them. They led you throughout most of that game. Even, at the end, they're trying to get home with the 3-point lead. Can't do it. Tennessee is able to grind out a comeback and then, of course, have an iconic shot. This last go-round in Tuscaloosa, Tennessee was able to make plays in the second half. Nate Ament, that was kind of his superstar moment. That was the first time he had really rose to the occasion. That was the first time that he came through for you and really, got you to the finish line. That was the night you saw a different Nate Amon. He scored 29 points. He was awesome in that game. You were down 3 at halftime, and then he kind of brought you home, and you were able to steal that one.
You can get Tennessee or Alabama right now at 66-1 to win the national championship.
To win the national title?
Yeah, we're tied at 14th.
66-1 feels pretty long. Now, I don't think we're going to win the title. But
66-1.
You could very easily tell me that we're in the Elite Eight, though. Having a team in the Elite Eight at 66-1 would feel pretty nice if you're able to get there.
Yeah.
Hell, even the Sweet 16, I'd feel pretty good at having somebody with 66-1 odds. But
I don't recall a time we weren't in the Elite Eight. I can only remember things 2 years at a time.
Sam, anything Alabama's been doing recently that gives you concern in this matchup?
It's just going to be a different look Alabama than what you saw in the first matchup. They didn't have Aiden Holloway or Amari Allen, and Aiden Holloway's their second best shooter on the team. Amari Allen, I know that back when we played him the first time, all we could talk about was Charles Bediako, but this Amari Allen kid's way better than Bediako, I think. Much better front court player. And looking back at that game, like, you only had 14 offensive rebounds to their 10 in that game. So you bring in a better front court player for Bama, also with a better shooter for them. And, I think Tennessee is going to have to play a little bit better, a little bit more clean of a game, I guess, in this one.
What I notice is they play a lot faster, and it's not a matter of choice or, I guess you could call it this, but mostly because they've had so much chaos in their lineup throughout the season that they haven't had the time and place to really get a lineup out there that can run half-court offense and run half-court sets that are at least consistent to the point where you feel comfortable in your 5 out there. So they play in pace, they play in space, and they play with speed. And that's the best way they score baskets. And that's what's going to make this game very interesting because it's something Tennessee defends well, particularly when Nate Amon's not on the court. They defend really well in transition.
It does feel like Tennessee has cracked the code on Nate Oates' offense and how to slow it down, whereas Tennessee is still able to generate enough offense against Alabama's defense. And, of course, when Tennessee went down to Tuscaloosa, you had Big Bediako out there somewhat trying to keep them alive on the glass. He is no longer playing, of course. Tennessee should have even more of an advantage down low when it comes to matching up with Alabama. The first go-around, Tennessee grabbed 14 offensive rebounds. It's actually one of their lower totals of the season when you look at the percentage of their missed shots they were able to grab. They only grabbed 14 of a possible 37 rebounds. That's a pretty low number for Tennessee. I expect that will go up even higher combined, with Bediako being gone and Tennessee being at home. I think you'll see even more of an advantage down low. But they've always been able to generate enough points against Nate Oates' defense while slowing them down. Again, I read those totals. This is definitely a trend now. You have enough data to see that Barnes and their defensive coaches and their defensive game planners know how to keep Alabama down a bit.
How are you feeling about Jalen Carey? I know you were very critical of him in the last game.
My thoughts on Jalen Carey are well documented. I think he is an offense killer. I think he takes up all the space on the court. I think the whole team struggles when he's out there. Now the numbers say that he is a good thing for your defense, which that doesn't always pass the eye test with me watching him on defense, but the numbers do say he's better for your defense, but not enough to make up for how he kills your offense. I don't want to keep harping on it, especially while Rick Barnes continues to trot him out there, but your offense per 100 possessions is almost 13 points worse with him on the court than it is off the court.
He's such a bum, man. He doesn't need to be out there.
Like per 100 possessions, Tennessee scores 109 points with him out there. With him off the court, Tennessee scores 122 points. in their 100 possessions.
What's their defensive rating with and without him?
The defense is a 5.3 point difference. So with him out there, they give up 107.8. With him off, they give up 113. So the net rating is, you're gaining 7 points by having him off the floor. 7.5 points essentially is what you're gaining. So like the defense is a little bit better, but the offense is much worse. Your field goal percentage goes through the floor. Like I don't truly understand how Rick Barnes watches this and continues to do what he does with Carey. It's very frustrating to me. It makes me almost think that like he has made some type of promise to Nate Ament and his family that like we won't run extensive lineups with your son as the power forward. It's almost like they've promised like, hey, we won't let him physically get beat up ahead of his draft. That's the only thing that makes sense to me, because Rick Barnes is not the same coach he was in 2018, 2019, 2020, when he was very stubborn and did try to force like Urosh and John Fulkerson out there down your throats. Like he kind of evolved over the last couple of years and was rewarded with it. Like last year, for example, like, hey, Big Igor, you're going to the bench. Jemai Mashak, you're going to play the small ball 4. And like that helped Tennessee get to the Elite 8. Like he had shown that he was adaptable and versatile. Of course, with Josiah Jordan-James, he did that often. To me, it's almost like he has promised Nate Ament's family, hey, we got 5 big guys here. Don't worry. We got so much depth. Somebody will be out there. We'll have 2 big guys out there with your son. That way he can play on the perimeter and not take a beating before he goes and tries to make, 20, 30, $40 million.
You want the answer?
Do I want the answer of whether or not that's true?
As to why Jalen Carey plays despite those numbers.
Oh, sure. If you have an answer. I didn't know you were setting me up for a gotcha, but go ahead.
No, that's not a gotcha at all. I agree. I see your point, and I agree with your point. But what Tennessee doesn't have is another big who can rebound and also play small ball. They only have size with Estrella and with Okpara. So if they want to rebound and they want to incentivize rebounding, and that's their number one priority, which a lot of times has been the issue so far this season in games that they've lost, they need somebody out there that not only can run up and down the court, but can also play small, because the more length you have, the less ground you can cover.
Well, yeah, but he can't play small. But also, like, that's fine. And you could tell me how big of a drop-off you think this is, but, like, with him on the court, their offensive rebound percentage is 44.8%. That's really, really, really good. With him off the court, it's 43.4%.
Yeah.
It only goes down 1.4%.
But your defensive rating, I'd be willing to take a big hit. Because
I told you the defense gets 5 points worse, but the offense is 13 points better with him off the court. So
we'll take those 2 lineups. If you take the offensive rebounding lineup versus the lineup without him in it and look at the defensive rating numbers, I'd be willing to bet it's a stark contrast.
Well, again, with him off the court, they're 7.5 points better. So, I mean, like, the offense is 12 points better. That makes up for the defense being a little bit worse.
And this is with Jalen and without Jalen in
Correct.
the lineup?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but those are just points. I mean,
correct.
Who needs points in a basketball game,
If you have Okpara out there and you have Estrella out there, your issue is Tennessee has to play in zone because they just don't have the personnel to switch and play back in man.
Well, see, I disagree. I think you have more options out there to switch whenever they're off the floor, because I think Evans and Amen are both more versatile and can get out
Correct.
there
when those guys
switch.
are in. But if you have Okpara or Estrella in the game, you're screwed.
Well, I'm saying Okpara at the 5 and Ament and Evans at the 3 and 4. I think combined with Boswell and Gillespie, you have at least 4 guys who can run around the perimeter. Now, of course, you can't have Boswell or Gillespie guarding in the post, but that's with or without Carey and Okpara on the court if they're playing the double big. So, like, to me, you're much more versatile with Ament's size, having him at the 4, because he can block some shots and protect the rim. Keep in mind, I believe Jalen Carey has 2 total blocks on the entire season. So it's not like he's giving you.
It's not what he's in there for.
Well, no, but like, what's he in there for?
He's in there to rebound. He's in there to be physical. He's in there to be able to guard multiple positions.
He can't guard multiple positions. He can't guard more than one position.
No, he can. Yes, he can. He can guard in the paint.
What positions can he guard?
He can guard inside. So
Okay.
He can guard his own position. He can guard the 4. He can guard the 5 as long as the 5 isn't half a foot taller than him, which typically is not the case.
A lot of them are going to be taller and longer than him. But go ahead.
Taller, but we're not talking about a sizable difference.
Go ahead. Tell me what he does whenever you get out of the paint. Tell me who he guards out there on the perimeter.
It's not about who. It's about what. It's when they're in a zone. When they're in a zone, his
so
ability.
they have to go to zone when he's in there. That's
No.
not guarding multiple positions.
No. I'm saying he's better for the zone than Okpara and Estrella is.
That to me is ludicrous.
But that's what it is. That's what the numbers tell you.
That's ludicrous.
The numbers will tell you the same
Stand up.
thing. If in a zone,
The numbers tell you that we're better in a zone. We don't run much zone defense, Matty.
They don't have a choice.
They tried one possession of zone against
When
Missouri,
you
and
play
he
a
got
team-
beat, and they took it. They went out of zone and went back to man.
Watch a team like Alabama who shoots the ball well. When you have a good 3-point shooting team, and you have to be able to get out and guard both ends of the floor.
Carey's going to get 8 alive.
So is Okpara. So is Estrella. So
Sure.
all three of them are probably going to see big impact, minutes.
I concur. That's why I want only Okpara out there, and then other people that can chase 3-pointer shooters around.
That to me seems like a time where you put Carey in, but
to chase 3-point shooters around,
better than Okpara, sure.
So you want to play Carey at the 5?
Correct.
So what's the point of having him out there if he can't protect the rim?
Well, because they're not going to drive anyway.
Taking
You're
up
too worried
space.
about the 3.
All Alabama does is shoot 3s and drive.
I'm worried more about the 3 than you are the driving.
But
so
if
Rick
Carey's
Barnes.
not out there,
He can't
who's
do
going to
either.
be in the way?
But Matty, he can't do either. He can't protect the rim or chase the 3-point shooters around.
He can chase it in zone. Sure, he can.
You don't play zone against a 3-point shooting team.
You don't play zone against a 3-point shooting team?
No.
How much
zone is
basketball
what
have you been watching?
The zone opens up 3-point shooting. What?
If you have to
Jim
be able to
Boeheim
guard
would pee in
both
his
sides, and
pants
you need
hearing
to,
you right
if
now.
you need a stunt, you need to contest, you need to force a mid-range shot, you're playing in zone.
That is not true at all. You play
That's
zone
very
against
true.
teams that can't shoot.
How much basketball have you been watching?
Apparently, much, much, much more than you.
If you need to guard 3-point shooting and
You
you're so
don't
worried
play
about the
a damn
drive, you're
zone.
saying you're worried about both the drive and the 3, correct?
You play.
Answer the question. You're worried about the drive and the 3, correct?
Okay, but
then you sit in zone because
No.
that gives you the best of both worlds.
Okay, if you want to try to now spin it to say best of both worlds versus you just saying shooting like you were just saying, but no, that's still not
No,
accurate.
shooting,
The best
none
thing
of
you
the
can do
bigs
is
should play.
The best thing you can do is play good man-to-man defense. That's the best thing you can
If,
do.
if you're too worried about shooting, then it should be Nate at the 5, and you should have no bigs play because none of them can guard out and guard the 3.
Well, I think you have to have at least one big out there, but Okpara's
Why?
Okpara's athletic enough because you still have to defend the rim.
Nate can do it if you're so worried
Like,
about the 3.
all the best defenses in the league throughout the history of basketball has had a rim protecting center.
Sure, that's what histrionics will tell you.
Right. So like you can't take Nate Amon off the floor and have a better defense. You can have a more versatile defense, but like you still need to have a center out there that can guard unless you're playing a team that sure has, 5 absolute sharpshooters, but I still want somebody that can protect the rim.
And you think Okpara is the guy?
I think he's our best option on the team in terms of protecting the
Is
rim
he?
by
Let
far.
me ask you a better question. Is he the best of the worst, or is he a solid option? How
I
would you
think
consider?
he is a solid option.
Okay.
I think Okpara is a really solid center.
So somebody his size, you feel like from getting out to the 3-point line and guarding, he can't take him off the dribble.
I think he is more athletic than a lot of 7-footers.
It's interesting.
I mean, you just watch him with his lobs and catching alley-oops. I mean, he moves around
Sure.
better than a lot of the 7-foot
In
stiffs.
college, yes, without a doubt.
Well, yeah, we're talking college. I don't think he's an NBA center by
He
any
could
means.
never make it.
Yeah, I'm not saying that, but like I don't love Okpara getting caught on the perimeter. Of course, like that's not my preference. Like I think Tennessee would be better off switching on a lot of screens and trying to or trying to fight over a lot of screens versus having him isolated out there. But I definitely think he's better than Estrella, Brown, and Carey when it comes to getting stuck out there.
My argument is not that one is better than the other. My argument is that I think Tennessee needs to go smaller to begin with. I'd rather have none of those guys out there, play fast and play physical, and just worry about your ability to defend one position at a time. That being said, if Tennessee's going to go with a big man, and they have to go with a big man, I would prefer Carey over Okpara just for the ability that he can guard out on the 3 at his position. And you can put Nate at the 5.
I don't think Carey can guard. Like I think you build it with Okpara and then Evans.
Okay, then we
Name it.
disagree that Carey can guard.
Well,
Fine.
yeah, which you telling me that you play the 2-3 zone to stop 3-pointers really makes me question your ball knowledge.
First of all, there's
just
more
to be
than just one zone. I didn't say 2-3. You can
That
play
was the
3-2.
implication.
No,
That
because
that was
they're
the
interchangeable.
Don't try to switch
But
it up.
I wasn't saying just 3s, as you heard me say 3 times.
Don't try to switch
You
it up.
have to be able to stop not only the 3, but you have to be able to stop the drive. And if
Don't-
you're trying to do that,
don't move the
you
goalposts.
play a zone. There's no goalpost being moved.
Accountability.
Let me tell you something about accountability, because clearly
accountability.
we've lost accountability
Hey,
on the
Sam.
show.
Hey, Sam. Hey, Cody. What's up? How are you? I'm hearing some very credible information Sorry to change the subject. I know you two guys are really on a roll here.
Just
Mike
ridiculous.
Vrabel has been spotted at the Nashville Target on White Bridge wearing Patriots gear. This is coming from a reliable source. Inside information right here. Very reliable source.
I think he still has his house in Nashville.
Dead truth. This is pure truth, 100%. Mike Vrabel spotted at the Target on White Bridge in Nashville today wearing Patriots gear.
Last call on the other side. Stick with us. Let's talk sports on Fan Run Radio.
Big Orange Country's home for sports. This is Fan Run Radio.
What's up, Fan Run Nation? This is Evan Rogers with ECR Total Landscapes. We're excited to continue our free stump grinding promotion with Fan Run Radio this year through March 31st. If you've got problem trees in your yard, give us a call and we'll come out and cut them down and grind the stumps for free when you mention you heard us right here on Fan Run Radio. Take it from Russ. We'll treat you right at ECR Total Landscapes.
That's right, Evan. I had the ECR team out to Stately Smith Manor last year, and they took down a bunch of trees for me and grinded the stumps for free. Now I don't have to worry about those trees falling on my house, and my yard looks much better. Do what I did. Call ECR Total Landscapes.
Thanks, Russ. Call us today and we'll come out and give you a free estimate. Our number is 865-384-2012. And our website is ecrtotallandscapes.com.
Hey, Knoxville. Surfside iced tea and vodka made with real brewed tea is only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar with no bubbles and no troubles. That's right, zero carbonation, so it's easy to sip and enjoy. Headed to a game day or party at a friend's house? Bring an iced tea or lemonade variety pack from Surfside or try their green tea and new raspberry tea vodka. Find the can with the sunset stripes this season. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sold at bars, restaurants, and stores near you. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sunshine in a can. Must be 21 or older. Enjoy responsibly.
Are you ready for the start of a new season? Maybe looking for your team to go on a tournament run? Get game day ready with Crumble. Head on over to your nearest location and pick up 12 pre-selected cookies plus exclusive toppers. When you're looking for dessert options, there's no question about who you should call on. Our listeners already know. Last year, the Dubai chocolate was a home run, along with the brownie batter. Oreo crumb was another crowd favorite. What new flavor will set the standard this season? If you're in the Knoxville area, there are 3 locations ready to serve you: Clinton Highway, Parkside Drive, and Maryville. Download the Crumble app to build your best lineup and vote on the best combos. You can even put your bid in to request a new flavor. Order in the app and slide on over to your nearest location. Tell them Fan Run sent you, and as always, it's for the fans, by the fans. Don't miss the cookies.
Last call here on a program, on a Friday edition.
Looks like you're teaching your son something.
I'm trying to teach Cody how to do the bridge when you shuffle. That was a little bit better. I mean, it wasn't great, but
I'm not very good.
It was better.
One of the
Remove
girls.
your jacket. Let the audience see. Move your jacket.
They can't see the table anyway.
Oh, they can't? Okay.
I don't think so.
All right, one more try before we get to Maddie's take of the week.
One of the girls told me yesterday they had a magician yesterday at the sorority houses.
Oh, nice. I gotta say, I was at had a game night. That's pitiful. You gotta keep it tight.
Hang on. Pick a card, any card.
I gotta say, I'm not playing your game. I gotta say, I was at a game night last week and I showed them my trick. Big winner again.
Pick a card.
Pops the crowd every time. You get this. You're looking at the card
No,
right
I'm
now.
not.
Maddie's take of the week. What you got for us, Maddie?
I'm very well aware this is a sports show. I'm
Okay.
well aware that this show is called Talk Sports.
Sure.
But I have brought to the table this week a take that is not sports related.
It's kind of ironic. The name Talk Sports is ironic. 'Cause
Yeah.
We talk about other things just as much.
I had an argument earlier this week with an individual who was ranking fast food restaurants, particularly fast food sandwich restaurants, and they put at the top of the list 2 things. One, the best cookie, hot cookie or not, doesn't have to be hot, best cookie
Should be
from
hot.
a fast food restaurant was Subway. That's absurd. It's McDonald's and everybody knows it because it's hot and warm. Hold on. But even worse, I said, okay, well, what's your best sandwich fast food restaurant. The Jimmy John's, the Subways, Jason's Deli, Jersey Mike's. He goes, Subway. I said, let me explain something to you. Jersey Mike's is 1, and whatever 2 is whatever 2 is, but it's not even close. 2 does not even come close to what is number 1 at Jersey Mike's. I don't consider it a hot take. Call it what you want, but I thought that was ludicrous.
So Maddie's take Maddie's take is that McDonald's has the best cookie in the game.
Correct.
Well, I was going to say that sounds crazy because I didn't even know they had cookies.
Yeah, I've never had
it. Exactly. Nobody knows. I agree. Nobody knows.
Starbucks.
I do like the Subway cookies though.
Starbucks has.
And I'm not hating on the Subway cookie. I'm not saying it's bad. I enjoy
honestly,
it.
Jersey Mike's has delicious cookies too.
They do. But again, it's not warm. I prefer Mom's warm cookie.
I don't like warm
Starbucks.
cookies.
Go to Starbucks.
No.
They have a tremendous warm cookie.
They have a new grilled cheese.
Subway's the only restaurant that has a viral video of the guy throwing the cookies like at the little guy making the subs at Subway. Like, give me 3 more. These are good cookies.
The cookies are good.
Cookies are good.
I don't like hot
prefer
cookies,
a warm
though, so-
cookie.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue about preference there because I know everybody likes what they like, but I don't like warm cookies.
Okay, get to the sandwiches. That's more important to me.
I don't really like hot food either. I like my food to cool off a little bit before I eat it.
Yeah, sandwiches.
Oh, yeah, Jersey Mike's.
It's not even
Yeah,
close.
Jersey Mike's is by far.
It's not even close.
I don't like hot food.
I don't like hot food.
I don't like cooked food.
Whenever the food gets done in the kitchen, I'll be there in like 10 minutes.
Cody?
I had what?
Number
What's your
1
sandwich
sandwich?
Number 1 sandwich?
Yeah.
Holy Land Market and Deli.
That's got to be a franchise.
Now, I will say the Publix pub sub is probably my number.
It's probably 2.
The
It's probably 2.
Overrated. Jersey Mike's.
Thank you.
I don't consider Publix and Jersey Mike's to be in the same lane, really.
Why not?
But I do prefer the Publix like pub sub to
The pub sub chicken tender is unreal.
There's also others you don't think about, like Penn Station.
No, I don't like it. I've tried it. Don't like it.
There's
Schlotsky's. Get out of here.
Yeah, Schlotsky's. There's what's that place you and me went?
R.I.P.
Which was that?
Which? I do like the chicken pesto at Which.
Me and you went to lunch there years ago.
Yeah, that is pretty good.
It's not very select. Like they don't have too many locations out there, but Potbelly's elite.
Yeah, I heard that's
yeah. See, but those to me aren't in the same lane.
I've had that before.
Which was good though, man. I don't even know if it's still.
Cody, it was good to see you today.
You too, Maddie.
Always.
Yeah.
Always.
This guy said you play a damn.
Have a great weekend.
Thanks. Hey, man, you too.
You know what kind of truck my daddy
wonder
drove?
likes Cody. What?
52 pickup. Oh, he caught him. He got him. That's good right there.
Nice job, Johnny.
Hope the camera caught that.
Nice job, Johnny.
That'll do it for us. The Tony Basilio Show coming up next.
Take Fan Run Radio with you on the all-new Fan Run app. Just search for Fan Run Radio wherever you download your apps.
A brand built in Tennessee and born from the love of the game. Inward Half revolutionizes golfing comfort. Crafted by a former pro and dedicated enthusiast just like you, our luxury performance wear guarantees you stay cool and comfortable through every swing and every day. We're not just a brand. We've set out to create a lifestyle for those who understand that impeccable style